Gang, what it do? Sitting here watching this goddamn Drika fine ass. Damn, I love this girl, man. Can I find me a Drika? Hold on, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about, cause y'all ain't gonna get it till I show you. Oh my God. That girl, that boy, different. Just look at that there. Look at that face, boy. Wolfpack gang, what it do? Dale Firebird in the building, Queen Richardson in the motherfucking building. What it does, cuz I can't call it, might spoil it, you know. Just wasted my goddamn, well, almost. Spilled the gas. Look at Drika fine ass. Look at this, man. That shit, that's disrespectful.
In and be on.
My bad, I was muted. Let me look at it. Man, I got a big crush on her, you hear me? I can't even, look at that pimple on her nose, still fine as that thing. Don't give no dams. Shit. That motherfucker, yeah. Bird. Hold up, though. Check it out. See, this what really get me right here, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is my dream, to have me a farm. I'm making it reality. I'm gonna have me a farm, small farm, garden, all this shit, growing on, eating off the land, basically. That's just that's my goal. I just want to eat off the land, you know, go pick some eggs up every morning like that. Eee, look at that boy, I swear to God, that motherfucker bad, boy, I love it. Holy, ooh, ain't no fucking with me. Gosh, damn me. God damn, man. Look at this shit here. Kevin Gates, you lucky motherfucker, boy. Swear to God. Gates, you lucky motherfucker, boy. Hey, that's what happened when you stay down, or she stayed down. You know, she cheated on him and everything, man. He forgave her because he cheated first. And you know, just what you end up with, man. You end up with that beautiful, down-ass chick, man, who doing what she supposed to do. Taking care of the kids, taking care of the garden. You know what I'm saying? Feed. Oh my God, look at this here. Whatever gal I get, gotta get these tattoos right here. Tattoos all over. I need the same shit Drika got. Whichever chick come my way, just know you're gonna have to be Drikanized. Look at that motherfucker there, man. Cutting up with Drika fine ass. Yeah. Cutting up with Drika fine ass. Trying to cut up with Drika fine ass. Damn, man, you know she ain't going nowhere though. Gates gonna keep that thing locked in for sure, for sure. So I ain't gonna even let me get it off my mind, man. You know, cause Gates ain't going. I wouldn't either if I was him. You did. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I got a big dumb crush on that girl there. That's what he mean when he say cutting up with Drika fine ass. That motherfucker there disrespectfully. Brutal. Hold up, I know this one right here finna have some glow. And that girl be making that lime water and all that, boy, I swear to God, hold up. Yeah, another little sneak peek of this thing. She bad, man. Swear to God. Motherfucker, give up. Look at that thing. Look at that there. As a man, what more could you ask for? Cause I know y'all probably thinking like it's the looks, it's all that, it's the looks and shit. It ain't just the looks. It's
follow up with the blue tansy. It's not super oily. It doesn't clog your skin.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's plenty of girls that look like her, or got them that look appeal, but they ain't got that.
Share that with you guys, and I know you're gonna love it.
Different, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to explain it. Y'all know what I'm talking about though, man. That motherfucker. Dang. I'm talking about. So what would you say if you got the chance to meet her? Shit. Probably just ask for. I'll probably be on some fanboy shit. To be honest, let me get a picture. I don't know. I ain't no telling what I say. I'll be saying all type of shit, but I wouldn't try to holler at her though. On the strength of that's Gates, old lady, and I know Gates. You know what I'm saying? He a stand-up type of dude, so I don't think he'll get down like that. Now, if it's a dude out here who be moving, you know what I'm saying? If he trying to hit other niggas, you know what I'm saying? If he don't got no standards, I'm after her. But I wouldn't try to get on Drake on the strength of this Kevin Gates. I got respect for Gates. But man, if she tried to get on me, hey, sorry Gates. I ain't gonna even cap to you, Gates. And I know you wouldn't even be mad because you a real nigga. You gonna be like, hey, if she go, she yours. You understand me? That's how I feel. If she go, she go. But that motherfucker there, boy, I'm telling you, ain't nobody letting that ride. Gates will kill something about that. Yes, sir. They like that threesome. Hey, man, that's what I'm saying. You can't ask for nothing better. You got something like that. She do all this shit. She take care of the garden, the kids, and all that shit. Make sure the food on the table the right way, not no store-bought shit, real shit. Making her own drinks and keeping you healthy. And on top of that, I can go. You gonna pull me a bit natty with me, man? Please, girl. Where the church at? I ain't even gonna get married in no church, but if she want that, we can have it. Wherever she wanna go. Yeah, I did waste the weed. Damn. A lot of that too. I done wasted a lot of weed. Fuck it, I can't get all this shit up. I can't get it all up. But you know, like it's like if I was to get a chance to meet her, I just would try to like, I don't know, I'd probably tell her to introduce me to one of her sisters or something like, is it anything I can do to get something like you? I'll be big. Please, Drika, tell me you got a sister. Cousin, anybody, friend that want to look up to you. Cause she just got the total package, you know what I'm saying? Prayed up, what it do? Good evening to you too, my dog. Shit, I can't call it. I'm sitting here watching this little Drika take care of her form and all that. I keep going back, like she got a little weed form and everything, man. You can't even. And then, you know, like, she got a motherfucking, they got a little, I don't even watch, like, like when people be talking about celebrity porn and all that shit. I don't even be watching that shit, you know what I'm saying? With little gay stupid ass. I don't even be watching that shit, but when I found out they had one out, boy, I was on that bitch, boy. I was talking about in less than 60 seconds looking at that motherfucker, trying to see what Drika holding up, boy, and I'm talking about she holding up. You heard me? That girl, boy, that's one motherfucker that I pay to play. Definitely a pay to play. Look at this nigga Gates, he ain't even got no goddamn nigga. Where's Drake at? You ain't got no Drake in your videos, cuz. Oh, it might be. Fuck it, man. Let me get off this shit. Let me stop playing. You hear me? Cause I don't that shit hit. Make a nigga heart flutter. Butterflies. You know, these other hoes give me gnats. Yeah, you know how you get them butterflies in your stomach. Most of these guys give me gnats. You know what I'm saying? Fruit flies and shit. She give me them butterflies. Get them butterflies from Drinker. Rest of you hoes be giving me them gnats, fruit flies, and maggots. Queen Richardson. You know I'm gonna keep it a thou wow. All the way down to the powwow. You heard? Trying not to mess up the waves. Just got my shit cut. I ain't get my line cut up right here though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they give me gnats, Queen Richardson, you hear me? Motherfucker get butterflies from Drinkers. From a drinker, I get the butterfly. These other hoes give a nigga gnats. This nigga be having gnats and, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I just got that old haircut. I'm trying to goddamn get my shit thicker. This man cut my shit down some more, bro. Cut me down some more, man. My waves ain't gonna never go back like they used to. My shit used to be thicker than a snicker. Everything, man. The butters disappearing, bro. Is they in the back? Well, I got them butters in the back and all. Queen Richardson, do I got them butters in the back? I can't see. Trying to see if I got them butters in the back. Oh, you say they in the back? Say less. I got you on the invite. You already know. Say less. Instantaneously linked. Hey man, this all I know is that's one marriage I'd break up if I had the chance to. Hey Hootie and Peeps, Oracle and Oracle and Tarot Inquiries with your spiritual bae. Girl, if you don't get no easier name, you don't get no easier name to say. Nah, you good though. What's up though, Oracle? We was just in here. I'm sitting here talking about Drika, man. It's, you know, Drika fine ass, looking at her. This motherfucker here do something to a nigga. I can't even lie to you. Make it sound fly to you, you hear me? She got that glow, the it factor.
Let's go.
What's poppin'? What's oval, red, and backing? Let me see if I can find this look. Let me see if I can go. I'm trying to find that shit where she went to the little weave on. Oh, hold up. I don't want to miss that. That little Nunu go. Watch that little Nunu down there. Ooh. That little Nunu.
You know my nerves.
That little Nunuski down there. That motherfucker. That thingin'. Look at that shit. That's another one of my dreams. She doing everything that I want. I want a bee. I want a motherfucking, I want
Or
to.
said put your hips on.
Oh, y'all heard that
Is it
echo?
me?
Hold on. I wanna give me a bee. Do the bee shit. You know, like they be doing the bees. You say it's a you say put my headphones on. Damn, man.
I don't know what but I hear
damn headphones and shit, man. Fucking up my hair. Just got faded up.
Put your cap on. Oh.
That's really gonna mess it up.
No. No, I meant your wave cap would be.
Huh?
I meant your wave cap, but I don't hear the echo no more
You talking
though.
about the wave cap? Yeah, that sure
Yeah,
would be a
that
good
would be-
idea. Here you go, right here too. I didn't think it was in arm's reach.
Sex toy shorty was good. Who is that? What's good, y'all? I missed y'all. I missed
I like
everything
putting this
about you.
thing on. That's how I got this damn mark on my head up here. I don't know if y'all be seeing that little black mark I got right here on my head.
It's alright.
I got that motherfucker there from wearing it. It was either my cap did it or this do-rag did it, wearing it all night.
So what's been going on while I've been
mark right
gone, y'all?
See this little mark? That motherfucker came from this do-rag. Shit, man, ain't saying dirt, different shirt. Say pristine audio, so it sound a lot better?
Yes.
Okay, say less. It's worth it then. I'm mad as hell. I'm supposed to be in MIA, yo. Had my flight booked and everything. Or got my flight booked. Both of them. The missed 2 flights.
I'm going out of town next Friday.
Where you going?
To Virginia for my little brother's memorial. The 22nd. It'll be a whole
22nd.
year since he left us.
You say what? You got to go to Virginia for what now?
My little brother's memorial, because it's been a year since he passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And that's why I've been gone. Cause
is it his birthday or?
No, his birthday is in August. He died March the 22nd last year. So.
Oh, okay.
We gonna go do.
You know, I got a big debate about that. Like I used to do it too. Still, sometimes I might do it. You know what I'm saying? But I had to stop because it just reopened old wounds. Auntie Fee, about the facts, what it do?
What's good, Auntie Fee? I be watching her channel.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I like
her. Gang.
She be like, it's Auntie Fee about the facts. I be like, okay, girl, tell us.
That's TTV.
Tell us the facts.
Hey, yeah.
I haven't actually been.
As far as that, go ahead. No, I was saying about.
I'm a mute.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna say about the like the death dates of our family members and stuff. I see it's a lot of people do it too, and I just feel like it kind of keep us scarred a little longer. So I understand the birthdays, celebrate the birthdays, but I told myself like years ago, I'm done celebrating the death dates of people, you know, my loved ones, because it don't do nothing but reopen the womb. And I be trying that I won't close forever, you know what I'm saying? So, but I definitely understand people doing it. Some people can handle it, some people can't. I don't think I can handle it, you know, every year just reliving it, you know what I'm saying? So I just kind of fell back from it, and I still, you know, acknowledge them, and you know, I might celebrate, do whatever I think they might want me to do. You know, I know most of them don't want you sad. None of them really do. You know what I'm saying? Nobody that we lose want us to be sad about it too long. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's more for my stepmom and, you know, my sisters, his girlfriend.
Right, yeah.
She's still really having it, but I mean, me too. I have my days when I think about him every day. I mean, I do. There's not a day that goes past that I don't think about him, but
no doubt.
I think it's more for them to comfort my stepmom, because she was the one that found. I don't even want to talk about this.
Right. No,
let's talk about something else. Because I'm about to start. Anyway, that's why I've been absent also. I had another passed away, so that one kind of hit me a little hard. So I'm just trying to get back to being me.
Right. I feel
I was gone for a while.
I'm just like you, Oracle.
Stop going to funerals after my. Oh, girl, I couldn't even.
Yeah, I don't go to. I don't go to nobody's funeral. Grannies, I don't care who it is. I don't go to funerals. I don't want to see you in no casket. I want to remember you how I remember you. Now, let me say this. Excuse me. Funerals that I be in, like I was in my granny funeral, granddad funeral, so I had to go carry the casket and all that. But
right.
I don't go inside the funeral. And if I do go inside, it's strictly to comfort. Excuse me, my mama or something like that, and I tell them to close the casket before I come in.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. My little brother, let me tell you, just how much of a, I don't know, I call him a little big-eared butthole because he was. This nigga had a smirk on his face when he passed. So when we seen him in the casket, like for real, this nigga is smirking even in death. He always was smirking.
That kind of make you feel a little better though when you see him smiling, because it's like they
It does.
Give you that idea that they transitioned to where they wanted to go.
Yeah, and
or they dreaming about something good.
I'm sure he was probably dreaming about smoking a fatty and I don't know, jamming up his girl, I guess. But yeah, when we
seeing all his homies and family and friends and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's how I would like to think shit'll be. Once we pass, you know, maybe it's not real, but we probably go into an eternal dream to where we get to see, you know, the people that we lost and love the most, shit like that.
Yeah.
So I just try my best to not, I don't know, I just be, you know how it is, like I just really be wanting to,
I do,
to remember them in a good way. Like I want to remember, you know, the good times, and I don't want to, it always messes me up when I see them, you know, in that casket. And no matter how good they see, you know, I'm out, like the older family members, my grannies and mamas, you know, my granny passed now, but like my mama or somebody like, oh, they look good in their casket, you know, they look good. I'd be like, what are y'all talking about? They look dead. They ain't look good.
They look right. You know
they look like but that's, you know, like I guess it's just an old head thing, or you know.
It is, because they were saying
I don't understand it.
It's 19 degrees in Indiana. I hear you, sis. In Cincinnati,
it's cold as hell out there.
It's let me see what it is in Cincinnati right now. Because I don't even know.
It's probably around the same shit here.
It's I don't even know. Sometimes my phone will show it, sometimes it don't. I know it's cold.
It's 26
It's like
degrees
bitter cold. It's supposed to be happening. Did you get that blizzard yesterday?
No.
It's 23 here in Ohio. In Cincinnati, it's 23. Yeah. Boy, break out the shorts. Man,
I'm so mad.
Oh, let me turn my camera on so y'all can see how much I've changed. Because I spent all my time.
I'm pissed.
I know. My sister, she make me sick. She's in New Mexico. She was walking around in a tank top the other day, and then she said it was snowing yesterday.
Man,
I'm like, in New Mexico? What the hell?
I done paid for flight and room and all types of shit.
What's going on with this computer? Woody, I may have to come back because my computer, I dropped it the other day and it's been acting real funny, but it also keep telling me I need to update something because it's so slow. So I'm gonna come back. Give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I promise.
Okay.
Maybe if I can get out of here.
Yeah, that's why I'm supposed to be out here with my guys. These are my guys. They out there going stupid in the motherfucking MIA, my dumb ass pay for all that shit and then go out there. It's my cousins and brothers, homies. My cousin right here. Yeah, I'm mad as hell. I'm supposed to be out there living it up. Living it up. Right, you hear me? Flight wasted. And I don't even think I ain't even try to see if they'll rebook it or save me some credit. So flight, room, at least somebody using it though. One of my fams using it. How y'all day been? What's been up with y'all, man? Oracle, what's been good? Did you get that address when I sent? Well, somebody texted me from your company, and I sent them the address for the bird. I could use it right now. I just went and got that little line cut up. I should be shimmering on the ass. I can't wait to put it. I'm gonna use it on the camera too. I'm gonna put that shit on camera. You know, when it come in, we're gonna do the unboxing live. You know what I mean? Whole commercial around the Smile 5. You know? What y'all think about what's going on in the world though? All this let me see what's the topics. We got I don't know if y'all saw Lil Bibby, homie, talking about him. He didn't Bibby joined his live. Somebody finna do a Soulja Boy. He gonna pull up in the hood like Soulja. I guess he was joking for sure though. But it's just crazy that he that's why I fuck with Bibby. I don't think nothing bothered Bibby for real. He know where he come from, he know what it is, so it ain't too much that can bother dude. Everybody gonna test you and say you ain't what you supposed to be at some point. What y'all think about Dirk album also? W or L? So you should get an email in a few days for a tracking number. Okay. Putin tweaking and geeking. He getting his ass whooped too over there though. I ain't gonna even lie. Putin getting his ass whooped. Oh, okay, right on, Oracle. I ain't know that was you. Yep, I ain't tripping. I already know you got me covered like a rug. We'll wait patiently on it. Putin ass tweaking. For sure, man. I wanna see what Putin been on. They got they let me see. His tank regimen. This was epic right here though. I ain't gonna even lie. This was big for the Ukrainians. I'm gonna show it to y'all real quick. Boys took out the whole convoy, tank convoy or whatever. They finna blast that bitch right there while he in it. This shit right in the middle of a neighborhood too, bro. Imagine looking out your door and seeing this shit happen.
Засідка була розбита голова колони. По попереднім даним голові колоні був командир 6-го танкового полка, який
fucking them boys up. Damn, it looked like a tank just shot some.
хлопці відпрацювали засаду.
Was that a shot coming from the tank or was that?
Хлопці відпрацювали засаду. Який був знищений.
Yeah, they look like, see this?
Який був знищений. Хлопці
Yeah, that was a motherfucker. They shot some out that bitch.
Хлопці відпрацювали засаду.
Oh man, I'm trying to goddamn get to.
Танкового полка.
Look in the middle of the screen, that right there. Oh, I can show it in slow motion. I'm tripping. I forgot we got that super slow-mo game. We're gonna watch this shit in slow motion and see if that was an incoming or outgoing. It looked like outgoing. Boom. Yeah, that's outgoing. Was it? Yeah, that's outgoing. We need to slow this bitch down some more. Oh, that's the low as it go. Oh, we can go custom. Let's see if we can go slow custom. Nah, that's low as it go. What y'all think? Is that a I think it's around 24 seconds. Look in the middle. Boom. Yeah, he shot something it looked like, but it looked like a fucking truck. And they ass still walking around like ain't nothing happened. Boom. Now that's a land. That's a shot. That's incoming right there for sure. For sure. Oh, Queen back. There you go, Queen. You back on the top. They banged on their ass though.
Okay, I think I might be good now.
Okay.
Apparently there was an update for my laptop. That's why I was doing all that crazy stuff.
Motherfucker took out the whole tank. Some of this shit be looking fool. That tank look fucked up already.
They out there wilding.
Yeah, did you see that shit I was just looking at?
No, I was coming in.
Right here. I want to see. You see that? Now I'm trying to see. That look like they say this is a Russian armored convoy destroyed in ambush near Kyiv. Ukrainian soldiers claim. Now I know 2 or 3 of them shots that came in was incoming. This one looked like an outgoing bomb, an outgoing shot though, don't it?
In the middle, yup, right here.
Right there, boom. You see that?
Yep. That look like it's
slow it
going
down
out.
a little more. Yeah, that's going out. He
It
probably
ain't
was on some fuck it. They
crazy.
finna kill our ass anyway. Let me go and get one off. And he probably just shooting anywhere. He fuck around and kill some of his own people.
That's what I was saying. Look at them people walking in front right there.
Yeah, he shot it in the air. It looked like, don't look like he shot it like straight out. Look like he shot it in the air.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
But that's in the neighborhood. That's a residential neighborhood right there. That's like a regular residential neighborhood. These motherfuckers, you can just look out your door and see that type of shit. That shit crazy.
He definitely is, still. He's definitely tripping.
Dude ain't got no fucks to give. Putin ass be tweaking up to him. He been tripping the whole time. So they done ambushed the tanks. They left tanks behind. He got his people looking bad too. Like when it come to all my 3 RPG were used. But honestly, 1 RPG didn't hit the target, so he hit 2. He 2 for 3. But you got to think like 2 for 3 ain't bad if you're taking tanks down. Shit. I be trying to find like to see if some of this shit is like bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been having people saying that this war fake.
I think some of it is like the CNN stuff.
Okay, there you see.
They make it a little extra.
CNN looking. I caught CNN and some shit, so that's why I was waiting. I'm glad you said that because they showed some shit and it was some old shit. You know what I'm saying? It was some. They were saying it was happening now, and there was some shit from years ago. You feel me?
Yeah, and they be like, "We're live over," and be like, "That's right. Super green screen you got going on."
On everything, bro. CNN be on big bullshit. Their ass don't be knowing if they coming or going.
Nope.
They just
some stuff they be truthful on, but I be like, yeah, they stretching the truth a little bit.
Yeah, they definitely don't be. You know, they might be talking the truth, but then they'll show some shit that ain't got nothing to do with it. They're just,
like we're live from blah blah blah. I mean, like good and damn well you ain't over there in the middle of that. Not no Anderson Cooper.
Exactly. Dude ass ain't.
He ain't going.
I done removed myself from the stream. That's my bad. I was trying to goddamn me.
Oh yeah, I was like, wait, what happened?
So you ain't see that one, Dale? Prayed up, right on, bro. Hey, you gotta keep the pretty ladies around, man. They run the world. Queens run the world.
I can't see nothing. So apparently that
you can't see no comments.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Putin getting pooted on. Yeah, I don't know if this is a part of this can't be part of the plan. First I thought it was part of the plan, like he was, on some old send the little homies in there first, and then once the little homies get their head knocked off or whatever happened, we gonna send in the real thing. We know they trying to make the what you call them exhaust their resources basically. You know, wait till they get down to the last compound to where they can't really defend themselves after the next attack, and then that's when they'll go in maybe. But you know, like, who knows? Anti-tank missile, javelin thrust, Russian attacks in Ukraine. I know who be keeping. Like, I don't know if people know, but Fox News, I really didn't fuck with them because I thought they were. Well, you know, I still think they got some prejudiced bones in their body, but they seem like the only ones that's keeping it 100. The way they talk, it's like well, Hannity. I'm gonna say the Hannity dude. I guess that's his name. This guy right here. He be talking some real shit. He be talking some real shit. The shit he be saying be making all sense. And it's damn near like I promise you, like right now, I would rather him be president than Biden. He more qualified for this shit. The way he talking, all his strategies he trying to say he got sounds so fucking legit. You know what I'm saying? Damn, they closing in on him.
Senior Foreign Affairs correspondent Greg Palcott, who is live in Lviv, Ukraine.
I still got it going slow though.
Greg?
Yeah.
Hey, Dan. Yeah, we heard some air raid sirens about a half an hour ago. All's quiet again here as the Russian military machine grinds
Within 15 miles of Kyiv, I would have blew up every last one of them. I would have put shit on every last one of them damn trucks that they was trying to get over there. Look at that shit, man. They fucking the city
slamming
up.
the city with artillery shells and bomb strikes. They've been without water, food, electricity for many days now. As the noose of the Russian military slowly tightens around the capital of Kiev.
Not
More
Russian,
ground
but
is taken
some of them Russians
in
need
the
to be
same
getting
suburb of
publicly
Irpin.
humiliated.
Troops now within 15 miles. Victims of the fighting struggling to get out of it.
They say Putin, like, that's what CNN, I guess CNN said Putin struck a kids hospital, because when you go look at the children's hospital, it looked like they had no equipment in it. Did you see that?
Going for the jugular.
Oh, she
did.
did.
Okay,
She backstage. I didn't know you was backstage, my bad.
Soldiers killed.
I couldn't see the things when I be looking at these videos. I can't see the thing.
Convoys, there was a huge outpouring.
That's okay.
Yeah, they gonna send it. Oh, they definitely got a second team.
Lost fighters. Refugees
They definitely got a second team waiting on. You know what I'm saying? I definitely believe they got a second team, and that's the real team. Like the first dudes, they went in there, got caught.
Hey,
You know, was
here
willing
to
to snitch.
subscribe to Fox
They
News
talking about they got
YouTube.
tricked into the shit. They really didn't know they was finna go to war and all this. They saying, "Oh, let them the young guys." You know, and that's probably was part of the plan. And they could be some goddamn you know, because like I said, Putin used to be a KGB. You know, KGB is known for infiltrating, you know, and getting that information. You know what I'm saying? They do whatever they got to do. They can take punishment, you know, all that. You know what I mean? Get put through the stress tests. They get put through so many. Just go look up what it takes to become a KGB. So Putin is one of them motherfuckers that you damn near can't underestimate him because what he been through. He gotta, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can't be scared of him because he thrive off that. If you show him you scared, he gonna just really, he gonna turn up on your ass. So now he's shifting the blame, Biden blaming Putin for our record high inflation. How can you blame Putin, bro, for something that's happening over here in America? But we gonna see that the inflation is my biggest thing. How the stock market's fucked up, the housing market fucked up. Housing market is only fucked up for people who trying to buy. If you already was in the housing market, this is you rich damn near. Like if you got enough houses, your shit done double, and you getting that money. But for the people who trying to buy, this ain't a good time. It's even cars.
I got mine during COVID. That was the best time to buy.
Yeah, and I was trying to get it, but I ain't had 2 years of taxes. That's what happened when you be a street nigga all your life. I got them now. I'm having them now though.
Now.
I ain't never done taxes up until
Ever.
I never needed to. I was like I said, I was, you know, knee deep.
Thank you,
Knee
prayed
deep in
up,
the
but
street.
I don't even like really have a page though. I be on everybody else's.
I'm a sub to you, prayed up too. I don't know if you
Yeah,
if you
me
post
too.
something. But I you know, we support the supporters. You got a
Whether
business
you
or
do it
something,
or
you
not,
know what
we
I'm
still
saying? Yeah, for
have
sure.
to do
You
it
got
right
a
now.
business, you got something you need promoted. Holler at me, man, you know. If it's something we fuck with, we'll fuck with it. With no fee. The fees only gonna come in, and that's not for that's for the outsiders. Wolfpack gang.
Now, according to the Wall Street Journal, inflation is the single biggest concern for the American people. It's no surprise that nearly 60% of Americans are unhappy with Biden's performance. Well, no surprise to everyone except
right.
our cognitively impaired commander in
60%
chief,
shit.
who
Who
seems
the
to
hell is the
believe that his
40%?
anti-energy policies, they've had
Yeah,
nothing
we
to do
network
with
over here, bro.
rising energy
Everybody.
costs, rising inflation,
one day,
has nothing to
let
do
me
with
mute
government
this.
spending.
One day, what this
nothing
channel
to do
gonna do, bro? This channel gonna make anybody that's a hustler on their shit, anybody that wanna have it, gonna be able to get it. If it got something to do with this channel or me, because I'm a, you know, like people be acting like it's coming out their pocket when they promote somebody or when they try to put somebody on to some subscribers or something. Like when the subscribers subscribe to y'all, they gonna leave you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if I promise you, bro, my biggest thing, my best thing for me to do once I get to that point, like, okay, I'm trying to give somebody, put an example, like the Beast. I don't know if y'all know the Beast, he a YouTuber.
I don't.
Beast, I think his name Beast. Look him up though, man. You'll start watching his shit for real. Cause this man be doing shit that's crazy. But people like Beast, people like Mike will do it, or Steve Mike will do it, whatever his name is. All these big YouTubers, right? They can literally snap their fingers and change somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? But if that's and I'm gonna say this, the person who life they trying to change got to be willing to work. Cause you know you can give a motherfucker all the subscribers in the world, if they don't upload content, it's not gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? So, but they can snap their fingers and get somebody on. So I'm gonna be doing that shit like so much. Like, bro, I just want to see everybody on. It really don't make sense. It don't make sense to not have somebody on. And it costs you nothing. Everybody eat, bro. If I got if I got 100,000 people in this motherfucker one day, and we got 100,000 people in here, and I tell all the 100,000 people to subscribe to everybody gonna be long. I'm talking about them 100,000 people ain't gonna have no more worries. Cause once you get that 100,000, all you gotta do is post, and all the 100,000, we're gonna tell everybody, just watch the video, even if you ain't into it. Just play that motherfucker and walk away. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta watch it. If you wanna watch it, watch it. If you don't, just press play, walk away. You know, go do what you do, cook something to eat, whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do it immediately. Just whenever you ain't doing nothing, watch the video, give him his view, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Share it, whatever you can do. You know what I'm saying? It won't cost nobody nothing, and everybody will benefit from it. The only person that's gonna come out their pocket is YouTube, and they not even coming out their pocket because they getting the money from the people who putting the commercials up. You know what I'm saying? So it's nobody could lose and everybody could win. And that's just a simple way. That shit down there can end poverty, goddamn, man, for motherfuckers was do it right. Because you put the right people in position, they gonna feed the people, they gonna help. You know what I'm saying? As long as they ain't greedy. You know what I mean? Like, it don't cost nothing to support somebody on YouTube. Yeah, if you want to send something to Cash Apps or Super Chats, you know what I'm saying? That's a bonus. You know
An added bonus, right?
Yeah, it's an added bonus. Ain't nothing wrong with it either, because you know blessings come back. You bless people, them blessings come back. Some people get that shit and don't even be deserved. Well, who am I to say that what they deserve? But you know, they don't be thankful. Just let me just say that. Or they don't act thankful. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna turn up in her one day. We're gonna turn up, and I promise you, everybody gonna be turned up with me, especially all the Wolfpack gang that's been rocking with me from day one. If I can say your name, goddamn me. If I would notice you as soon as you come in this motherfucker, you gonna be on this bitch. We gonna go up. Talking about we gonna do shit. I can't wait to have meet and greets and shit. Like, and not just for me to meet and greet. I want to just do it.
Yes.
You know
That's what I'm waiting on.
Everybody go to, because you know everybody ain't gonna come anyway. So if we put it out there and
I'm coming.
We got 100,000 subscribers. We tell motherfuckers, hey, book your flight right now. They only $100 round trip. Motherfuckers book their flight. You probably have 200-300 people show up. Man, we gonna get motherfucking boats. You know, what you call them, motherfucking Airbnb mansions and shit. And that shit'll be cheap as hell. You know
we can come right here to Ohio. I got one right across the street from my house.
Yeah, 13 people, $100 a day. We in a big boy. You know, pool, private pool, all that shit. For the boat, we pay what, $1,000 an hour for a real good one. Probably not even $1,000 an hour, to be honest. I think it's $1,000 for 5 hours or some shit.
Wait a minute, you talking
I'm talking about for the real big one, huh?
You talking like boats? Where we going?
I'm saying we go to Miami or something. I'm just talking about Miami, like we go to Miami.
Oh, I'm
go to Miami, get one of them. You know, one day we get the yacht, book that motherfucker for overnight. Get us a chef. Make sure we got a chef on that bitch. I promise you, everybody probably won't spend nothing but $400-500 with all the people we have.
You know what?
I don't give a fuck about the club and shit. I just want to get some sun, go to the beach. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker do want to go to the club, we can go to the club. We gonna definitely be going to a few bars and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna turn up. We gonna do everything, man. Kick it. That shit coming soon.
Coming soon, okay, then.
Especially when it's cold outside. That's when I really want to go out there, when it's cold outside.
What?
I mean? Like right now, a time right now would be perfect to get up out of there. That's why I'm mad I missed this one, but shit, I had business to handle. I can't miss the business. Like fuck that, I had to. I met a motherfucker.
This is the cabin type
Forbes list today. Met a billionaire on the Forbes list today, man, in the cannabis industry.
I don't know what is going on with this computer, but it's
with his energy and economic.
You sound good.
Policies. You decide.
You can't see the comments or something?
You know, Republicans saying it's Biden's gas pipeline. Biden said he's going to stop the Keystone.
Look at his ass stuttering like a motherfucker, man. Joe, y'all really think Joe built for this shit?
Man, look how much he done aged. He already old.
Yeah, he looked young. He really tricked niggas, motherfuckers, because he looked younger than 70 and 80. I thought he was 70 or some shit. Like, he 80. But my thing is this, like, he can't. Now, it's like he heard, it's like he been listening to me or some shit, or listening. Because maybe other people say it too, but I promise you, like, if you go back to when I first started talking about him, I'm like, man, this man read off the teleprompter and don't turn his head at all.
Yes.
So now you can notice him turning his head every now and again.
Pipeline, and I did.
And see, you get the stuttering when he did.
And I did. He's going to stop the Keystone pipeline.
I bet what they did, they put him on the right, left, and in the middle now. So when he looked to the right and the left, he can,
2 years
you know what I'm
away,
saying?
and had been 2%
he can read each way.
Give me a break. I'm sick of this stuff.
You know,
we have to talk
haven't watched the news in a while, and I should be, but I've been having my mind on other stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here.
With the with the inflation.
You know what? Yeah, but listen, we just had here in Ohio, I'm going to tell y'all what's tripped out. Some guy committed suicide that worked at one of our local Krogers here because they were at work discussing politics, which in my book is not a good idea because everybody think different.
Especially
and,
at work.
Yeah.
That's how you got into it with a motherfucker, now you got to work with him.
Right. Well, they bashed him so bad on his views or whatever, his opinion, whatever it was, and he committed suicide.
Damn.
I'm like, this is, it's a joke, right? Like, no.
So when somebody do that, let me ask you this: when somebody do that, right? Who do you think is do you think it's their fault, or is the people that drove him to that fault, or do you think they both at fault?
Ooh,
I know that's a really good question because
it is, and I have I'm
gonna tell you how
no
I know,
idea.
Because my family, my daughter, my first daughter, her mama, auntie committed suicide,
Oh man.
Her mama's sister, not her mama, auntie, her mama's sister committed suicide. And then, you know, and her mother, you know, tried to do it before. So, you know, it's a scary thing for me. It's like, damn, is this shit hereditary or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? But
yeah,
it's like, it'd be interesting. I just want to know who you think fault it is. Like, is it the people fault, or is it the person fault, or is it just like a fucked up situation where it's nobody's fault, or it's both of their fault?
I mean, in my opinion, I mean, that's like hard to answer, because I mean, I don't know, because I've not
drilling them.
I mean, I've not been. I mean, you know, the news is not going to give you like the whole. I guess in whatever information was left or whatever letter was left to his family, that's what he said. And who knows? You know.
Yeah, it's most of the time it's never just one thing. It's an accumulation of shit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know. Maybe that was just the ice cube to put his glass over. But I mean, I don't know. That would be hard to say, because I haven't been in that position.
That's why you shouldn't bash people.
I have those type of thoughts. I don't know what it's like to be in that position, because thankfully I can say in my life I've never experienced that, or I don't know how they feel. So I mean, I don't know. Me, I couldn't see something being that bad to make me want to end my life. But like I said, I don't have, I'm gonna say that imbalance.
Right.
Because I would never let somebody's opinion or whatever. She said Ninja Fart. That's how old he is. I don't have that type of imbalance, so I can't say how there's, you know, I don't know.
Right.
I'm gonna just say.
Yeah, but that's what I see. I don't know, like.
You always be asking me these questions when I'm lit.
That's the good thing, though. You gotta, you know, you're gonna answer them honestly. But see, that's my thing. Like, I feel like it's something that's out of our control when shit like that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's gonna be, you're gonna meet all types of people in this world. You're gonna meet the motherfuckers who don't give a fuck. You're gonna meet the caring people, the people with empathy, and then you're gonna meet the people that's in the middle that, you know, just don't care. They want to be listened. They just worried about what's going on in their world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's up to the person to either have tough skin or be around people that's gonna have the empathy that he or she need.
Now, when you say tough skin, now some people have a legit. Well, I mean, all of them who have that, they have some sort of chemical imbalance.
Yeah, but I also seen people who didn't have that do it. And I know it's like, okay, you ain't never seen.
But for you to have,
you ain't never seen them shows where people be like, nobody. I never thought she would do that in a million years. I never thought they would do that in a million years. It's just not like them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get that, right?
It could be also medicine. You know, a lot of medicine side effects is
imbalance, right?
Suicide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like
I don't know. I don't know. I don't, like I said, I don't know anybody who's been in that position. I haven't had any thoughts like that. I don't want to say I don't have an imbalance, because my kids tell me all the time that I'm crazy, but not, you know, just because
I didn't threaten that shit before. I ain't gonna act like I ain't never threatened to do it before. Like when I was a kid, you know, get mad at my mama. I'm a kid myself, you know how.
Okay, well, yeah, right.
I feel like that's damn near. I thought that was normal, you know what I'm saying, for people to get mad and threaten their mama or whatever they like that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker might just have to stay in this room for about 2 hours and he's ready to kill you. I'm finna do it. I'm finna do that to myself. You know what I'm saying? You mad as hell. And it's just like, you never know when the person's serious. That's why it's Mike, what it do? Salute Mike in the building. That's why I feel like it's always important to take it serious when you hear that. You know what I'm saying? And
or anything.
It's a thin line between that also, because you be taking this shit serious, and then a motherfucker will use you about it. They'll turn it into this is what I do when I want attention that I feel like I'm not getting. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But there is that.
Oh yeah, they definitely.
Boy, they cried wolf.
Politics need to be at home, because I'm gonna tell you, especially, it don't have to be kept at home, but it don't need to be in the workplace.
Definitely.
Because when two different people when you got two different agreements, politics will do a lot of different things to people. It'll show you who people really are, or who they could be. You know what I'm saying? Or it could literally make you look at a person like you never looked at them, and probably you make you either disgusted with them, you know what I'm saying, to the point where you're like, damn, I ain't even know I was fucking with somebody who thought like that, man. I can't fuck with you no more, you know what I'm saying?
And so and just because they think like that, I mean, everybody's entitled to feel how they want to, but
yeah, but sometimes you get to just say you go to work and you having you and this white lady, you know what I'm saying? You and the white lady been cool as hell for 2-3 years. Y'all been working her job, been cool as hell. Then one day y'all get to talking about politics, and her view on it is totally different. She hate Obama. She, you know what I'm saying? She love Trump. She don't like Biden. She don't like anybody that to you it look like she don't like anybody that associate themselves with black people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in her head, she probably not even president. She probably just like, fuck that. I like what's best for the economy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm living in this shit, so I know, you know what it is. Like some people,
oh my God,
most people that I be arguing with about that shit, they don't have the presidency or politics really don't affect them in no way. It's besides when it comes to laws and shit like that, like drug laws or something like that. They not into the stock market. They not into real estate or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So most of the shit don't really affect them until, you know, it's something like inflation going on, to where you go up in that motherfucker in the pack of chicken that you wanted, that used to be $8 for a 12 piece, now they want $15 for it. You know what I'm saying? And you like, God,
that's exactly what's happening.
A piece of chicken costs, when a motherfucking bag of chicken costs this much, you know what I'm saying? And that's when they get to thinking, but they don't even realize what's going on. They be thinking it's something else. Like they blame the chicken people. They don't understand that it's coming from, you know, inflation, and that is controlled by the president and his people.
Did you see Mike's comment?
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, read that.
Say my best friend is dead now, but like 10 of his family members off themselves. No lie. Damn, that's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
And you know, like I said, bro, that's why I just hope that it ain't hereditary, because, you know, my daughter, that's why I ain't even want to let my daughter know about her auntie.
You know what, Mike, you're right about that.
I try not to let my daughter know about her auntie, but you know,
they went
mama,
from,
you can't stop the mama. Then she living with the mama, and the mama, you know, going through all these fucking changes, putting that shit. You know, you can't put that type of pain on no kid. I don't even want to talk about it, because my daughter probably, you know,
Queen Hannah, what's good?
It's crazy, man.
Mike, you're right about that pandemic. It is. They changed it from black, white to immunized and not immunized.
If you go look at the statistics,
or vaccinated.
People,
what is it? Vaccinated.
Go look at the statistics from people that off themselves. You know what I'm saying? Before the pandemic, then look at the numbers after the pandemic. It made more people do it, bro. Like a lot of people started doing that shit. It just became to the point where people couldn't handle it. It's so much shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's like really fucked up for somebody who's going through that type of shit, and they used to going to work every day to keep their mind off of it. It's like a lot of little knick-knack shit, like too much time in yourself will have you fucked up, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't built for that shit.
You know what else I checked out, just for my own, I don't know, curiosity, I guess. Here in my state, the number of child abuse, or I don't know, calls, filings, whatever you want to say it, cases, the number of domestic violence cases for that is gone way up. I mean, it's kind of down now, but it was,
domestic
violence. Everybody was at home for 3 months. I was bored as hell and I had nothing else to do. So I, started looking, and I wrote it down, when it first started happening. I think like maybe a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, I looked, and it was super spiked. Like, they knew what they was doing with this whole, and this is my opinion, the pandemic.
Okay, be safe, Queen.
Yes, be safe, girl. I missed you. I'm back. Where's Regina?
Ain't no telling. She probably sleep. You know, she be taking naps in the 3 naps a day.
That's right. That's right.
Nah, I'm just
anyway,
she probably don't tell.
That's my opinion on it. I mean, even though I got it twice, but I think that they might have hyped it up just a bit.
Oh yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
But it makes sense though. It makes sense for the simple fact that everybody home. You know, everybody at home, so it's, you know, that type of shit gonna go up anyway when it's, you know, not to mention, like, cause I find myself arguing. You know, you find yourself arguing with motherfuckers more, even if it's the kids or your mate or your chick you got or whoever. You know what I'm saying? You might just be arguing and shit like, man, the fuck.
Cause I'm trying to tell y'all, I wanted to strangle my kids.
You
like,
section off to a certain part of the house. You know, after a while, you be like, you stay in one room, they stay in the other. And be like,
oh man, nah, we didn't shoot. We took full advantage of. Well, no, because we didn't get the house then when it first started. We lived in the apartment still. And let me tell you, I was ready to choke me some kids. They not kids, they young adults. I was ready to choke them out.
Oh yeah.
Y'all gonna have to go outside.
See, I'm gonna keep it short out the Cartier Vision in the motherfucking building. ENT, y'all seen this new video? Subscribe to this channel. Go check out this new video, man. UFC got them motherfucking punches hitting on point with them sounds and everything, man. It's entertaining. Check them out.
Yes, I checked out.
And I'm gonna keep it real, Mike. About some. I heard that the pandemic got started just to lower. Like, it was like even the disease and all that was created to lower the population. Like they said, there was too many people on Earth or whatever. They need to lower the population in a safe way. Let them tell it that's a safe way. So that's what they did. And they feel like, you know, so many people passed, and then you got people that's, you know, hurt themselves and got themselves up out of there.
I think that.
So.
I think that it got out of control for them. Is what I think. That's just my personal opinion. Like, yeah, but hold on, it wasn't supposed to get like this. Like, hold on.
But I believe that's what they wanted, because I guarantee you, like, whatever
they definitely wanted it.
It was already a cure for it. It was already a you know, Big Pharma ate off this shit. They the only ones that, and that's where I'm like, I don't know what I was fucking thinking. I got stocks in Big Pharma, but I should have just transferred everything to there into the energy sector. To the point where, you know, I've been only in Tesla and medical shit, but it was so many different medical shits popping up out of nowhere.
And still,
you picked the wrong one, you fucked. You know what I'm saying? Because they should have go up and then it go down. You know, motherfuckers. Oh, they got the new contract with Pfizer, or Pfizer got the new contract to make the COVID vaccine, and they shit running up, and they won't get the deal to go back there. It's like it was so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. It was just fucked up, man. Like
I didn't like the fact that a lot of these places
about that
made it mandatory. I'm like, I don't, because me personally, I think they came up with all of this stuff too fast. Like, I'm not getting ready to take that shot. That's just my personal opinion. Anybody who did it, you know, hey, more power to you. Just me, I wouldn't have done it. I didn't do it. But my kids are in college. And they made them, in order to come back to school, they had to get a vaccination. I'm like,
oh yeah, no, I ain't got it, and I ain't gonna get it. Cause I feel like when they, you know, anytime they making you do some shit, it's just, you know, it goes against your human rights. So
I was not cool with it at all.
They got ways to make people, you know, forget about it all. You can't just say, yes, go against your human rights, but if you don't do it, you can't do this, you can't go to school, you can't go to work, you can't, you know what I'm saying, come in this building, you can't go in that building, and it'll get to the point where you just be like, fuck it, and then I see most people that I see get the shit, they instantly get sick, or be fucked up, you know what I'm saying, it ain't never just smooth sailing, let me put it like that, you know what I'm saying, it's always something.
Thank goodness. You know what I mean? My girls are good, and my mom, you know, older people, they have to, I got to go get my vaccine. I'm like, Mama.
Who popped up with that? Oh, bedroom candy in the building.
Hey, what's good?
What's goody?
Mike, I thought about it, but I mean, they in college. The one's already graduated. She graduated this past December, and my other one, she'll be out fall. But I thought about it. But they grown. What can I do?
Bro, did y'all see how they played it in the beginning? Oh yeah, by 2035 they got to in Europe. I think by 2030, like you say, they're gonna stop making gas cars or 2020 something. I forgot. And I think in the United States it's 2035 they're gonna stop making gas cars. So it's everything gonna be electric soon. And
yeah,
that's why it's good to invest in them cars and all that shit right now. Those gonna be the thing. But you know, now it's a backup on that shit because the chips, they need the computer chips, and this could be part of the war that's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers trying to get the material to make them chips, and they can't get it without, you know, another country helping them. And yeah, I definitely told my
if y'all hear me clicking and typing, I'm sorry. I'm trying to uninstall stuff because apparently it's making my laptop run slow.
Oh no, you good? Do your thing.
So I can't see y'all, but I can hear.
Yeah, it's a depopulation program. The next one will be killing people for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Depopulated the
in
earth.
10 years.
And I'm
it's every
you, bro,
10 years.
It ain't over. And you know how they did it? Just look at what the corona attacked. Think about it. Think about the target group, the people that it targeted. Old people and people with respiratory problems. So to the United States, old people is like, okay, they old, let them get them. That's, you know what I'm saying? They no use.
We tired of paying their Social Security. Yeah, that's what I heard.
No use to the exactly. They no use to the United States. Let's get rid of them. People with respiratory problems, they probably getting public aid help and shit like that, or and you got to think. Like I think deep as hell, right? When my kids was born, when I was born, I know we used to only get 1 or 2 shots or something like that. I can't remember. It was like 1 or 2 shots. Now when these kids born, they try to give your kids 6, 7, 8, 9 different shots.
And this gonna be one of them now.
And I turned them down. Like my first baby mama, she okayed it. She was like, you know, because I told her, nah, hell no, they don't need nothing but the 2 shots. What was the shots they was giving out in the 80s? Yeah, that's all we need. That's what I was saying. But she wanted to go with what they wanted. She went with their suggestions, and then they, you know, gave her all that shit. Now she got the, you know, her skin be breaking out, and you know, just you can just tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? They put steroids and everything now, in every shot they give the kids, so the kids be bigger. And I took with my second daughter, you know, I like my baby mama listened to me and didn't give her all them shots. You know what I'm saying? And she looking, both of them normal, both of them, you know what I'm saying, the same, but the size is different. And it's just like, damn, man, what is they trying to do to these kids? And another thing, that's what I meant to say that I left out. My first daughter, with all them shots they gave her, she ended up having asthma. And with my second daughter that don't have the shot, she don't got asthma. My first daughter allergic to peanuts and seafood. My second daughter not. Now it could be genetics, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, you know, it is what it is, man. It's them fucking shots.
Yeah.
Don't
it
let
could be, or
if you have a kid, do not let them give them however many shots. It's like 10 of them. I'm telling you, it's a lot. Then you be like, damn, what they need all them folks? They eat all the new diseases. They get the name and the new diseases and shit. And I was like, man, fuck all that. The human body is gonna control gonna beat all that shit. When you give them that shit, they become dependent on it.
Yep. And if I knew then what I know now, trust and believe, none of my kids would have got none of that shit.
Man, I'm telling you, like that.
None of it. And now these babies being born these days gotta get a COVID vaccination.
Yeah, like, it become harder for the body to heal, man. Shit get deeper than people think.
Simply not true.
Simply is true, unless you're really that dumb, Joe, because you have to be
like
really,
Joe
really dumb to believe that. You know, Joe Biden is now, I blame all of my failures on Vladimir Putin Biden. That's not going to fly. Gas prices, as every American knows, were already way up before Putin invaded Ukraine. Inflation
this motherfucker was controlling the computer with his brain.
Wow.
That shit's crazy, bro. Like, just imagine having a computer chip in your brain to the point where anything you think of, you know the answer to it automatically. If the internet know the answer, you know the answer. You ain't got to go to Google no more, none of that shit. You coming up with the best solutions to your problems. You coming up with the best ways to do something that you trying to do. It's like, bruh, that shit crazy. And I think, I'm telling you, man, I think Elon already got it. Because he be glitching and shit sometimes. If you watch him give a speech, you'll see like he be glitching and shit. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Elon.
I don't know.
On the wall right here. Elon on the wall over here.
Who is it?
Elon Musk. Right here.
Oh, yeah. You know, I never really watched him, like, unless he's on the news.
Yeah, that man is genius. That's who owns Tesla. He like one of the richest people in the world type shit. But he into a lot of shit. He got a lot of power to the point where
I know that's the Bitcoin dude, right? Or what was it? He working on his own Bitcoin?
He the Dogecoin dude. He the one that be looking out for people that got
What's it called?
Dogecoin.
Okay.
Yeah. He was every time he says tweet Doge, something about Dogecoin, that shit shoot up. That's power right there. I think he said he made I think he said he made it as a joke. And the shit ended up taking off.
We make some shit as a joke and it take off.
I got paid for that shit, I ain't gonna lie.
Already at a 40-year
I was in it early.
high before Vladimir invaded Ukraine. And by the way, the oil and gas market, that is a futures market, Joe. And I know that's probably a little too complicated for you to understand, especially in your compromised cognitive state at this point in your life. But according to Alberta's premier, you know that Keystone XL pipeline that you put the axe to, it would have been complete.
That's what I don't understand. Like, what is the reason that you would stop our own American oil pipeline to get it from Russia? Just so you have to go get it from Russia. It's damn near like, bro, what do you not only stopping the gas prices from being lower and being able to make it over here ourselves, but you stopping I ain't no telling how many people can be working them jobs. You know, there might be hundreds of thousands of people that they need to keep that shit going. You know what I'm saying? That's them, those are jobs. That money is coming right back into the system, Joe. Like, what is your problem? Like, that's what I want to understand. Why won't they pull the trigger? Why did he shut that down?
Canada would be sending us 900,000 barrels of oil a day. We can get it done in 8 months, and you won't have to be importing oil from Russia and begging some of the most unsavory characters in the world. Now, with that said, Canada is now telling us they can give us an extra 400,000 barrels of oil a day starting immediately. That means, Joe, you can stop begging OPEC like you have been.
What's
Stop
that dot on? Hey, look at that dot on the front of his head,
Iranian.
bro. Now, I don't know if
y'all
been
see
noticing. That dot have been on other people's head that's in his area, like people that's close to him, and I don't know. Just pay attention to the media and pay attention to that mark on his head right there, and then just pay attention to the other people that's the big power people we be talking. When that shit, I wish I could go back and find
Iranian
the video.
mullahs, stop
Because now the dot gone.
murdering
See?
thug in Venezuela, Maduro,
Where the
because
mark
it's
at now?
humiliating and it's embarrassing. I'd rather get it from Little Justin and Canada. At least they're an allied country and they're not run by a murdering dictator, but a wannabe little dictator than Justin. Anyway, Democrats are opting for catchy slogans instead. Take a look.
You may have noticed this week that your gas prices have gone up. I want to talk to you a little bit about why. A lot of it has to do with Vladimir Putin.
We need to be honest with the American people. The battle for freedom has its cost here at home as well. People are already feeling Putin's price hikes at the pump.
the larger issue about Putin's tax. That's
now look, here go the catch-22, right? Look, y'all, he making a big deal out of gas and the food prices, right? So whenever he do what he do to make them go down, he's gonna expect a big pat on the back. He's gonna be acting like he changed the world, like he saved the United States, he saved the world. I'm talking about, watch how big of a deal it be. When really you ain't doing shit but putting shit back where it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh.
In the first place.
In the first place, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
That's really Putin's gas hike.
$5
That's his gas hike. So much of this increase in the gas price started
$5.50 some other place.
Weeks leading up to what happened there.
No, it's Biden's oil tax, and it's Biden's 40-year high of inflation long before Vladimir invaded Ukraine. Democrats out there with the little talking point, the little slogan, the little bumper sticker, all their lying won't work. But that didn't stop Joe Biden from tweeting that he will, quote, take every step that he can to minimize Putin's price hike here at home.
Said Democrats. Should have just put it on Biden, because I feel like I'm still a Democrat. But I don't know though. Like, am I a Democrat? Like, I don't know. I just don't like who I don't like. I love President Obama, so
right.
I don't know.
Like who you don't like, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, Obama was the shit. Clinton was decent, even though Clinton was fucked up too. Now that I know what he did with the laws, the weed laws, he fucked up. Old girl, and the dude got an old girl. She the one who did the shit. She locked up more black people for weed than anybody in the history of America.
Yep.
Ex-president lady.
Now they need to go back and let them all out.
Exactly, and they still taking time getting them out. And now Biden in office. Man, I don't know what this man do. I don't know. It's just shocking to me, bro. I'm sitting back looking at this shit like, this is what the fuck y'all
Well, it's actually the Biden price hike. Now, it's a kind of weird thing to say, since he won't restart the Keystone XL pipeline. He won't allow drilling in ANWR. He won't even unfreeze new exploration permits, and he's lecturing constantly the oil and gas industry that are doing their very best. As a matter of fact, we can't find a single thing that Biden is willing to do back here at home to lower prices. He'd rather beg the world's dictators. Now he's willing to beg every single dictator, every despot in the world who hates the United States. He wants them to increase energy production in their countries. How is that any different in terms of how it impacts the environment? Interesting question. Now, needless to say, it's not going well. Gas prices, inflation, it's happened long before this invasion. It's going to continue to rise. Joe's economic and energy policies caused it. Now, Kamala Harris was asked about this serious economic issue. She had no answer whatsoever. Watch with your own eyes.
President Biden has said that Americans will feel some pain for the sake of defending freedom and liberty, but there does seem to be no end game in sight. How long should Americans expect? How long should we be bracing for this really sort of historic inflation and some unprecedented gas prices?
Sure. In terms of the discussions that the President, Johannes, and I had, they ranged in subject, including the issue of the Black Sea, and I'll let him explain in more detail as he would like.
Who's worse? Is it Joe or Kamala? That was a simple question to ask. And for the record, she never managed to answer the question. I don't know, between Joe and Kamala Harris, our country is being led by utter idiots at this point, and now the American people, we're all paying the price, and our national security is compromised on top of it.
Idiots.
Joe's policies are hurting. Joe abandoned energy independence. Joe abandoned America as a net exporter of energy. Now we're a net importer by far. Now, prices have been rising sharply ever since he got into office. But remember, according to Joe and the Democrats, Joe Biden has nothing to do with this inflation that has been at a 40-year high for months. Forget the trillions of dollars in new spending, the trillions in handouts and entitlements. Forget the new restrictions on oil and gas and rising gas prices and energy prices. According to the left, this is all Vladimir Putin's fault because he invaded Ukraine
Big Pharma, the only one
19
who
days
came out
ago.
on top.
This week, our very own Peter Doocy asked Circleback chief propagandist Jen Psaki if the administration was planning to blame Putin for everything that goes wrong in the U.S. until the midterms. Take a look.
Inflation goes up today. The president's statement blames the Putin price hike. Are you guys just going to start blaming Putin for everything until the midterms?
Well, we've seen the price of gas go up at least 75 cents since President Putin lined up troops on the border of Ukraine.
And last month, the statement didn't mention the Putin price hike. It mentioned inflation because of the pandemic. Why is that?
Well, Peter, last 2 years, there was a global pandemic.
Well, Democrats have a new midterm message. If anything goes bad, just blame Vlad. The president doubling down on his claim that record inflation is...
I'm sick of this stuff.
Vlad TV.
We have to talk about it because the American people think the reason for inflation is government spending more money. Simply not true. Make no mistake, inflation is largely the fault of Putin. Democrats didn't cause this problem. Vladimir Putin did. And we are working on to fix it.
Working on.
Hold up, bro. This man just said Democrats didn't cause this problem. Vladimir Putin did. Now, this is what I want to know. How can a motherfucker that's in a whole nother country cause us a problem?
Right.
That he ain't, I'm talking about like, how, like, explain, like, bro, get your 80-year-old ass in the nursing home, bro. Why are you the president? This man literally just said the dumbest shit he could ever say. This man said, it's not, hold on, bro. Let me see if I heard this. I know he ain't just blaming this. Like, he literally, I know he blaming them, but he just said, it's
working on to fix it.
Working on to fix it.
Well, Putin, Democrats didn't cause it. Not true. Make no mistake, inflation is largely the fault of Putin. Democrats didn't cause this problem. Vladimir Putin did.
Boy, say food high. We get our food and gas. Now, I guess we do get our gas from Vladimir Putin, but at the same time, bro, you don't have to. We got gas, we got oil over here. You could be busting open.
Right.
Goddamn goofy, bro. What is the point? This man said Vladimir Putin is the reason our gas prices are high. He's just trying to play the media. He want us to hate Vladimir. Now we not gonna be mad at Vladimir. We mad at you for not doing nothing about it. If it is his fault, what you gonna do about it? Because he fucking with your country.
And we are
look at him reading. Oh, you see that? Caught his ass. the words ain't coming up quick enough. Look at his eyes, how they focus in on that goddamn screen. I knew it, bro. I said somebody must have told him, because instead of him just reading off the screen in the front, now he going from side to side. And I said they must have put them screens up on each side and in the middle now. And that's what his ass doing. You could look at his eyes and see the screen literally in his eyes reflecting. Look at that shit. This man, every time he don't know what to say, he go, look, read another screen. Yeah,
I'm sure they got it all for him, but
they got, I'm telling you, at first they didn't. Go look up at the old ones now, look at these. When the war first started, at first he was just looking in the middle.
Make no mistake, inflation is largely the fault
of Putin. You gotta
squint
to see it.
Democrats didn't cause this problem. Vladimir Putin did. And we are working on to fix it.
Look at that stutter. That's you can tell that's not a regular stutter. That's a misreading the word stutter. You trying to get the words right stutter. You know what I'm saying? Check them out.
And we are working on to fix it.
Working on to fix it.
And we are working on to fix it.
The fuck is you talking
about?
The
fault of Putin. Democrats didn't cause this problem.
You working on the
Vladimir Putin did. And we are working on to fix it.
Working on to fix it.
It doesn't look like Americans are falling for that talking point. Neither is the judge, as you can hear. A new Wall Street Journal poll finding Biden and the Dems are losing ground on key issues. 57% of voters unhappy with Biden's job performance. Jesse, if I had a line graph, but I don't because I just fill in on this show. If I had a line graph, I could show the rise in inflation over 12 months.
Who the hell is the 42% that's fucking with them? Because I want to know where they at. They need to get their ass out here and take the pay cut.
Yeah. It's like that.
Everybody knows it.
42% to my bank, they fucking with.
I'd blame Putin
that shit
too
should be
if I were Joe
100%.
Biden. I mean, come on. When you're a politician, when things are good, you say, hey, that was me, I did it. And when things aren't good, you say, what are you looking at me for? It was the other guy. So this is all he has. And he's now promised Americans that things
so
are
I guess when it get fixed, it's
it's
Vladimir's fault too.
more
He
dangerous
fixed
and more
it.
expensive. And the people didn't vote for that. So he's going to have to figure out a way to tell his party to, I'm not going to say it on the air, and he just needs to run like a one-termer. You know? No, you're not getting reelected. Screw the donors, screw the base. I'm going to do what's right for the American people. If he could do that and focus on being a populist president,
oh, he definitely better not get another term. His ass going to be 88.
He'd be much better off. But right now, he is going off a cliff,
Tory
and
Love,
it's going to
what
be
it
a bloodbath in November.
Off this one issue, Harold, let me just go through the excuses. Inflation's transitory. It's the broken supply chain. It's actually a good thing, I believe Jen Psaki tried to tell us. And now it's Vladimir Putin. Will we pull off these excuses?
I don't know. I'm not sure that any of us believe that Vladimir
Putin
is not a big
called
reason for
Ukraine
some of the challenges
Iran,
we're
but he
having
lost in the
globally,
sauce.
with prices going up and perhaps recessionary pressures
that
affecting
shit
other
sound
parts
good,
of the
fish and
world. Is it
cheese
all of
grits.
the? Did this problem exist before Putin?
Shrimp and
Of course
grits.
it did. There's no doubt we were facing some inflation, and this problem has complicated things. I think you've laid it out about right about what the president has to do to get reelected, and more importantly, in his short-term vision, what Democrats have to do to avoid losing majorities in the House and the Senate. It's a long way away still, and we'll see. But Democrats have to be brutally honest. 57% disapproval rating for the president translates into a lot of losses in November in congressional seats and Senate seats. You got to get that number back 50-50, and you got to figure out what's most on people's minds: crime, the border, inflation. He manages us out of this Ukraine thing in a meaningful way, much like George H.W. Bush got a huge bounce when he ejected Saddam Hussein from Kuwait. This president standing up to Vladimir Putin on behalf of NATO and the West, it will help him as well. But you have to address the domestic issues. George H.W. Bush lost. You know why? Because he neglected economic issues. You focus on the economy and you're honest with the American people about what you've done right, what you've done wrong, and what you're going to do to correct it. We can salvage some of these seats, and the president can find himself in a better spot 2 years from now.
Hey, Judge, if you dig into this Wall Street Journal poll, the one place that President Biden does seem to have a little bit of positivity is on Ukraine, is on these international conflicts. Does this promise to actually be a life preserver for the Biden administration?
Not a chance. Because in the end, everything is about how much you can afford, how it affects your life, whether or not you can pay for groceries and buy gas, or pay for medicine, or do all the things that everyday Americans do, spending now $300 more a month for every household. Look, the truth is that the Democrats, in order to win, have to stop lying. It is that simple.
Let me write that down.
Stop lying. Stop telling me this is Putin's fault.
That ain't gonna never
Stop
happen.
telling me inflation is transitory. Stop telling me that this administration is in favor of, fossil fuels when we could do all the SOTs or the sound on tape of Biden saying, yeah, we're going to put an end to it. Look, all Americans want is honesty. All we want is honesty. And the fact that, Biden is saying at least Putin's wrong, I mean, we're
Right,
shocked.
that
That's like a
term
reasonable
dead. They
position
ain't
to
gonna never
say.
get that term. His
But
ass
in
gonna be
the end,
88
it's
if he
not gonna
did.
help
Hell
him.
no.
It's not going to help him. His vice president's not going to help him. His policies are not going to help him.
Well, to both of their points, Dagan, this Ukrainian-Russian conflict will go on for some time. Inflation might be there when it's all said and done. I was in Ohio yesterday doing a diner for Fox and Friends. I had diners projecting, I think gas will go to $10 a gallon. What will he be dealing with in terms of inflation and gas prices by the time we get to the midterms?
There's no way to know. It certainly could remain elevated because you have this Biden and his posse of fools who will not do everything in their power to produce fossil fuels and tap one of our greatest resources here, which, again, is prosperity for us. It's protection for nations that currently rely on Russia for natural gas and oil, and it starves Vladimir Putin and this war on Ukraine. But they won't do it. Number one, Biden incorporated his problem since the beginning of his time in office is that he believes that the electorate and voters are stupid. And he's talked to them like that all along. We're just a bunch of hayseeds and hicks and rubes and deplorables and rednecks. And if you particularly if you disagree with them and question them on their recklessness, like their attack on fossil fuels from day one, then they really dismiss you. And that is their biggest problem. I can tell you that if somebody walked up to my father at the Food Lion and said to him, you pay, how much were your groceries? Putin's problem. Or how much did you pay for gas? Putin's problem. My father would glare at them and say, did somebody hit you in the head? And then he would walk out into the parking lot and he would saw the side view mirrors off that Tesla with the hatchet in the back of his pickup truck. And that's how all Americans feel right now, especially when they got sold the lie about Build Back Better is going to lower inflation. We need to spend more money to bring inflation down.
You know who killed Build Back Better? Putin.
No. I want to see that video of your dad hatcheting off those side view mirrors.
Yeah, I like
that.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews.
Right now. Let me see what this is about. See what she talking about. I knew it had to be him.
Embarrass the whole country on the
his ass be going off on all that.
Harris continue to embarrass the whole country on the world stage, projecting weakness, doubling down on their failed far-left policies, and as usual, a never-ending stream of bizarre blunders by
St. Louis style emos
Here's the vice president yesterday with the president of Poland. Watch this embarrassment.
Is the United States willing to make a specific allocation for Ukrainian refugees? And for President Duda, I wanted to know if you think, and if you asked the United States to specifically accept more refugees.
Okay. A friend in need.
And for President Duda, Ukrainian refugees. And for President Duda, I wanted to know if you think, and if you asked the United States to specifically accept more refugees.
Okay. A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Okay, I can first. Okay, so this time.
Giggling is the perfect way to answer a serious question about refugees. That moment was so bad that even the Ukrainian President Zelensky's former press secretary tweeted, "It would be a tragedy if Harris ever became president." That's probably an understatement. Now, of course,
look, I was just saying, electric bike for all summer.
For the vice president. Let's take you down a short trip of memory lane here. You might recall some of this.
Do you have plans to visit the border?
Not today. More parents are seeing the value of educators when they had to bring their kids and said, we're not paying them nearly enough.
Bro, what is she laughing at every time?
Enough.
She just happy to be here on some happy. What the fuck?
Not today. More parents are seeing the value of educators when they had to bring their kids and said, we're not paying them nearly enough. Hold on. Slow down, everybody. Because there's an interesting fact, in case you didn't know. Hard hats are actually unisex. Everybody's laughing.
You're considered the most liberal United States senator.
Somebody said that, and it actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage. But
yeah.
Lots of giggles. Anyway, according to the media mob and the co-hosts of that,
if this motherfucker laugh one more time, bro.
If you think laughing off questions about really serious issues is unprofessional, that means you are racist and you are a sexist. Take a look.
Did you have a problem with any of the way she handled this, ladies? People are talking about it. I personally think if she was a guy, they would never say it because they also made fun of Hillary's laugh.
But it is that they constantly question the qualifications of black women, and that's why people are saying that she's unprepared. And
Oh, I disagree. I think she's
you
a
can
very
disagree, but that's
accomplished
the truth of it. And so this is based in racism. This is based in misogyny.
This ain't got shit to do with it, bro. Race and misogyny ain't got shit to do with it.
Judge
Answer the fucking question. You are a vice president.
Contributor Joe Concha. Judge, you know, I don't know. I say about the president that he's weak and frail, and he's obviously a cognitive mess. And then we got a vice president that gets serious questions and giggles. I don't know what's worse. You decide.
Well, I got to tell you, if anything, the one purpose she serves is as an insurance policy to make sure that Joe Biden stays there. The idea that a woman, the highest ranking woman in the United States, goes to Poland to stand with the president of Poland, is not prepared for a question as to whether or not the United States is willing to help refugees, that she looks to the president of another country that she's there to reassure, and then starts giggling like a fool, is an absolute embarrassment. And I am sick and tired of people saying it's about color. Let me tell you something. When it came to Condi Rice, nobody questioned her competence. When it comes to the woman right now, the candidate or the nominee for Supreme Court, Ketanji Brown Jackson, there is no one questioning her qualifications. This woman should be questioned. She makes an embarrassment of herself whenever she gets on the world stage. And by the way, doesn't she know about refugees? I mean, isn't she the border czar? And this is a continuing image that we see of her. And she should not be allowed out of the United States if she's going to be an embarrassment to this country.
Joe Concha, we have images now of
so she was in Poland. Hold up.
We have images of a maternity.
So she in Poland asked the question about America. She in Poland got asked for a question about America and looked at the Poland president to answer the question. Bro, this looks so bad on her, bro. She done. She looks so bad on this. I want to share this on everywhere. Cause boy, they roasted me when I said she ain't gonna do nothing.
Continuing.
All the women roasted me before she got elected. I said, bro,
and she should
she
not
got the
be
record for
allowed out
locking
of
up
the United States if she's going to be an embarrassment to this country.
Black people for marijuana.
Joe Concha, we have images now of a mass grave. We have images of a maternity hospital that was attacked. Dozens of schools have been hit. Entire neighborhoods have been blown up. We've got a refugee crisis, 2.5 million people. That's what she was asked. How do you explain that response of hers? I don't get it.
This is not a serious person in a very serious time, Sean. And as far as blaming racism, I go back to an interview Kamala Harris did after she dropped out Democratic primaries before one vote was cast, right? And she blamed sexism and racism for her support being so low, which is a very odd way to talk about Democratic voters. So this is the playbook here by the candidate and by the vice president and by her super PAC that is The View. Play the gender and the race card from the bottom of the deck. But the deepest problems come down to very basic things. Voters see her as ill-equipped for the job. That's based on odd statements like, it's time for us to do what we have been doing.
Hey, did y'all see the one with the I think it was CNN that was doing the thing, and it was the whole bunch of bodies laying down behind the lady doing the interview, and it was a body bag, and the wind blew the body bag from over the man's head, and he grabbed that motherfucker and put it back. Hey, CNN be capping. Let me see if I can find it. Keep playing that while we wait. Hold up.
Doing in that time is every day. I literally have that quote hanging here in my home studio. It's right next to Reagan's Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall, and this one, pain heals, chicks dig scars. glory lasts forever. That one's from Keanu Reeves, and we can talk about that another time. But in the end, Ms. Harris has a communication problem. She has an authenticity problem. She has a likability problem. And more importantly, she is failing on performance. This critique has, to the judge's point, has nothing to do with race or gender, because I would say the same thing about the old white guy that happens to be her boss on the same issue. More than 2 million people have crossed into this country over the U.S. southern border in the last year alone. That's triple the size of the total population of Boston. And despite comparing ICE to the...
Whoever in here, if y'all ain't seen that, I'm finna show it to y'all. This shit hilarious. This shit hilarious, bro. Look at this shit. Now, this is supposed to be a Ukraine war viral video. This the shit that make me question shit. But I want to say, was it CNN? I don't know, but let's see though. Y'all finna see some wild shit. Just be ready to see some wild shit.
In the ongoing Russia-Ukraine crisis, a video is being shared on social media.
Y'all see Buddy moving by the dude with the camera? Look at the body bag flying, fucking up. That nigga came back to life.
The video led us to an Austrian news website with a longer video with similar visuals. This was uploaded on 4th February 2022 and attributes the visuals to a demonstration in Vienna.
Buddy then came back to life, bro.
On the official YouTube
y'all see this?
Austrian news website OE24. The title of this video connects it
Dude
to a
bounced back like, oh, they're trying to get me out the body bag.
The interview of a climate activist uploaded on the same day can be seen on the same website. The OE24 reporter who reported the incident clarified on his Facebook page that the video was from a climate protest in Vienna. The people who were lying
so now it was a
in the
protest.
background were symbolically referring to a new study that says...
I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all got caught. Right, but that's what they had on there. They had the title as Ukraine, the news thing. That was trying to make it look like it was happening in Ukraine.
KKK, she was put in charge of fixing it, and it's only getting worse as she plays the role of absentee landlord. And now we see her cackling again, to your point, when asked a basic question in Poland yesterday with the world watching. In the end, she was supposed to be Plan B to Biden. Now she's Plan Z, even among many Democrats, Sean.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Joe Concha. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our...
Yeah, brush her ass. Done bun.
What?
Let's see what the live footage looking like. Oh man, ain't they doing it like that? This must be just them trying to see if they're gonna attack Kyiv. They done set a camera up and got up out of there. Hell nah. They say shit, we ain't staying for the show. Hopefully we can catch a little something. They getting nerdy,
The Fox News alert, Iran has fired multiple missiles toward the U.S. consulate in Erbil, Iraq. A senior U.S.
Look, now Iran fucking with us.
official tells Fox none of the missiles hit the consulate. Our own Jennifer Griffin is reporting that there are Americans assigned to Erbil who live and work near the consulate, including military personnel. Now, there are no injuries that have been reported. Your reaction to this breaking news as former CIA station chief and Fox News.
Here you go, right here, y'all.
Dan, we're still getting more information.
Now run in it. Here you go.
What can you tell us about this, and what does this mean for the U.S.?
Well, this has been a regular tactic that Iran has employed against the U.S. presence in Iraq, frankly, for decades. You know, this is Iran wants the remaining U.S. Military presence in Iraq to
what
leave.
Does it?
They're trying to induce the government of Iraq to do that, even though the United States has shifted to an advisory
They trying
role.
to provoke some shit, bro.
Iran
I'm telling you,
is
they're
also trying to
provoking.
deliver a message to us.
They won't smoke.
Regionally, Just last week, the Israelis reportedly struck a couple of IRGC generals or officers in Damascus, Syria. Iran may be trying to exact revenge on that target as well. And hardliners in Iran are, seeking leverage against us as we negotiate what, to me, looks like a pretty bad deal, a JCPOA nuclear deal that looks a lot like the first one, which was very flawed.
Yeah. Then my second question is, why strike now? Is it because of the position of the United States? We know what China's doing. We know what Russia is obviously doing, attacking Ukraine. It just seems like our enemies now are all acting all at once or positioning themselves to act.
Yeah, well, that's been a pretty continuous strategy that Iran has deployed against us. So I'm not so sure that the timing is necessarily, a huge factor here. Remember, North Korea is launching ballistic missile tests right now. That's a concern. The terrorists are gathering strength in ungoverned space in Afghanistan. Obviously, we've got Russia's unprovoked barbaric invasion of Ukraine, and China threatening Taiwan and ripping us off in the United States.
Yeah, they trying to start some
threats
shit
out there. I'll tell you, when I was at the CIA, when Michael Morrell was our acting director, he used to tick off all those threats to our national security when we travel together in war zones, and then he'd tell our young officers that the silver lining in all those dark clouds is that there was an important job for all of us to do on the front lines, protecting our nation, detecting all those threats to our national security so we could preempt them before they're visited on our shores. That's an issue with this strike in Erbil, is the extent to which we could have collected intelligence on the strike before it happened. Very hard to do, and especially if that strike happened from Iran as opposed to
use Iron
Iran
Dome
using
to
its
stop
proxy
missiles?
militias in country.
Dan, I want to get your reaction to what's happening in Ukraine. This week we found out that the president and the National Security Council didn't think it was a good idea to give the Ukrainians those jets. They said that Putin would see it as provocative, that it would escalate the tension there. Where are they getting that information from? Is it our assets that are on the ground that are providing the NSA that information?
So it could be coming from just direct line of contact between our Department of Defense and their Russian counterparts. That's official channels, and it's happening. It's to deconflict. It's been going on for a long time. It could be that. I would expect it's more likely that than clandestine reporting, but it also could be clandestine reporting. At the end of the day, at least in my view, if we're giving the Ukrainian Stingers and Javelins, giving them fighter aircraft is kind of a distinction without a difference. Either way, they're using that equipment to target, lethally, to target Russian tanks and their soldiers. And right now, Ukraine is in an extraordinarily perilous situation. And I think one of the things for this administration, looking back, the question we'll have to ask is, did we do enough to deter the invasion in the first place? Well, the answer to that is no. We ran kind of a live Twitter feed of declassified CIA intelligence reporting on an imminent invasion, but we didn't help Ukraine prepare for it. We didn't help make it clear to Russia would be involved spilling an inordinate amount of their blood and treasure, so they went ahead and did it. And I think it's just got to weigh on the conscience of our elected officials, especially President Biden. What we don't do to help Ukraine, that's a very significant, I think, issue. I'd have a hard time putting my head to the pillow at night, frankly, without giving the Ukrainians the MiG fighter aircraft that they need so much.
Dan Hoffman, the former CIA station chief in Moscow, a man that knows his stuff. Dan, thanks so much for joining us on Cross Country tonight.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it
Who missed was Wednesday? Because I know we ain't missing, goddamn me. At least I don't think
folks.
so.
I'm Hector Garcia.
I don't think, if we fire some shit, if we wanted to hit something, we can hit it, put it like that. Now the repercussions behind it would be something else. I'm trying to see if they uploaded something new. They just uploaded that last jump. Say Biden can undermine Putin by taking one action, just one action. this is what scares Vladimir Putin. Let me see what scared Vladimir shit, because he don't look scared.
All right, you could see when, you know, the Russians really focused on Mariupol, a important coastal city, even if they were taking out a hospital, even a maternity hospital, then, you know, eyeing other centers and that were really just for average folks. A mosque, we had 80 people in there at the time, still no casualty count from them, but it's extended to other cities like the mayor there, Ivan Fedorov, taken by Russian police. God knows where, concerned that he's being tortured, but there's definitely a new, almost scary elevation to this attack line on the part of the Russians. Dan Hoffman's been following very, very closely, former CIA station chief in Moscow. Dan, what's going on? What do you make of this strategy? Making no bones about attacking civilian strongholds, exclusively such.
There's one thing that I can agree on some situations, like if Putin want us to attack a part of Russia and kill innocent people, so that'll turn Russia against us. Even though they might already be like not liking us or something like that, but that'll really make them understand why Putin doing what he's doing or whatever. The whole time Putin be the one that started it, but Putin don't want to make the first move. It's like some chess, playing chess type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, so he trying to, you know what I mean? He trying to force our hand to start to do the dumb shit, so he can be like, okay, now it's time to let it ride. But I think we'll whoop them because the way they getting handled over there. I don't think they can handle these guys over here with this work they got.
Well, this is the Russian playbook. It's Vladimir Putin's playbook. And if past his prologue, we're seeing exactly what the Russian military, and they're supported by their intelligence services, did to Grozny, Chechnya, as well as Aleppo. They use their military might, their air power indiscriminately. So they're just targeting military infrastructure, but they're also deliberately targeting civilian infrastructure, hospitals, residential areas.
Oh, I agree, it's getting out of hand.
And they're just relying on their propaganda.
But it's like this, it's getting out of hand. But Tori, let me ask you something. Would you be able to tell somebody to go, you know, strike this area in Russia to try to kill this person, one person or whatever, but they're gonna tell you, like, you might, if we do this, we probably have about a good 10 to 15,000 civilian casualties, people that's didn't have nothing to do with it. You wouldn't be able to do that, I don't think. Not when it's not been a direct threat to the United States, you know what I'm saying? Now, if they bomb us or something like that, that's different. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like where I feel like what we doing wrong, what we should be doing is we should be helping, you know what I'm saying? Like, he should be sending them all the air support and, you know, shut down the airspace, whatever it is that he can do that it hinder Putin's plans. He should do it without having to kill the innocent, you know, civilians in Russia. You know what I'm saying? Because if he do that, then all the gloves is off. It's gonna be a nuclear war, and everybody in this chat gonna know at least 10 people that's gonna be and died in that nuclear war. Some maybe more, but I'm just saying everybody in this chat gonna be like, damn, I knew this person died, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have family or friends or somebody that's gonna die in that war. It's not gonna be like the Iran war. That's what I don't think people taking into play. Like, this shit gonna hit home, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like some buildings falling on our side too. I don't know, you know, if you stay by an air base, I don't know if you stay by an Air Force or anything like that, or if you stay in a city that's a big city like New York, Cali, St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? Shit, damn near anywhere that's Washington, you know what I'm saying? Shit like Washington, anywhere that's like somewhere that's, you know, where it could be, where it's a lot of people packed into one spot. that's what they'll go for, land, what you call them, historical landmine, historical places and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It'll just be fucked up all the way around. So it's like he can't really just, you know what I'm saying? He can't just really just say, fuck it, let's bomb their ass, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Putin already in the box, so it should be easy to get that box, you know what I'm saying? He's scared of the coronavirus. He don't want to be around nobody too close to him, you know what I'm saying? He stay far away from people. It's like a lot of shit that he's scared of that they can do. Like what they say he wouldn't eat. I forgot what was. I forgot it was some dumb shit where I was like, damn, he did what? You know what I'm saying? It's like he had a meeting
remember
with
Vladimir
somebody.
Putin's formative experience was as a KGB officer, so he's a natural
He wouldn't
purveyor
pick
of
up,
lies.
like he won't touch nothing that his people didn't bring, you know what I'm saying? Because he won't let nobody get his DNA, nothing like that, because he think they'll design a poison that's only for him, that's only meant for him, to the point where whoever tastes the food for him, because you know presidents got people who taste the food for them to make sure they don't die. They taste the food for them, then they eat that food, they taste it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's to make sure they don't die, but they can design something to where it'll kill only that person if he got a certain type of, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is. They get your DNA, they'll find something that can kill only you. And that's what Putin kind of know that shit.
And disinformation, and so they will lie about what they're doing. But make no mistake, it's a scorched earth strategy, and they're trying to instill fear in the Ukrainian population.
You know, Dan, we're getting word of this 75-minute phone call or so between the leaders of Germany and France on the phone with Vladimir Putin. But one thing they made clear, that there was no willingness on the part of Vladimir Putin to end the Ukraine war, and no sign that he might in the near future. I guess you're not too surprised, but why the phone calls anyway? Why does that continue?
Well, I think Vladimir Putin is reaching out. I think he's happy to have those phone calls. He's happy to have negotiations take place. That's just part of the subterfuge for him. What he wants to do is give Ukrainians some false hope that there might be some diplomatic settlement and then rain down hell on their cities. You know, Vladimir Putin's not looking for an off-ramp. Traditionally, Russian strategy has been to escalate and then de-escalate. In this case, he's got no choice. He's fighting to win. And as I've been saying, he's not looking for an off-ramp. He's just barreling down those highways to Ukraine's major cities and destroying them in the process.
So what does he gain, even if he gains the country? He's ravaged it.
That's why he ain't really going there like that, because he wanted to take over it. He still feel like he's going to rebuild it, probably.
There's still no guarantee that radiation leaks aren't coming from there. So what does he win here? He's been vilified and isolated on the global stage. I'm sure sanctions and all that would remain in effect as long as he's in power. So what, just help me get into that mind.
Yeah, so he's committed a number of errors, intelligence failure. He failed accurately to assess Ukraine's will and capacity to fight. He failed accurately to assess his own military. There's severe challenges that they're facing with logistics and morale and other things. He said that the greatest geopolitical catastrophe was the collapse in the 20th century was the collapse of the Soviet Union. He's kind of bringing it back. Russia is an economic and diplomatic pariah state. Their economy is cratered, and he's repressing his people at home because that's what he knows. I just think this is a catch-22 for him. He can't go back. He can't admit that it was a failure to launch this attack on Ukraine.
That's my thing. Will Putin be accepted by the people if he try to still be president? I think he gotta run it from afar. And I don't know. Maybe since he was a KGB agent, I think the rest of them people scared. Like anybody that's in position of power that could start up the whatever it takes to impeach a president or overthrow him. They scared because everybody that's been trying been dying. You know what I'm saying? He been having them killed. Anybody that go against him, he try to he get them killed, or they come up missing and they don't never be found. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they scared to really try to fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, shit, you can't be the only one feeling like that. It got to be like 4 or 5 people that's feel the same way. It's like, man, we need to get him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And he probably know that. That's probably why he ain't really gonna go nowhere near nobody. Cause he know they gonna get his ass up out of there. Putin is vilified forever, for real. Unless, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless Russian people, I want to see some Russian news channels and put, but they probably scared to say something about him. They probably get hurt.
Farther, the deeper he digs this hole, the more likely it is that his own regime security is threatened. And that's the very reason why he attacked Ukraine, because he can't stand for a neighbor to build a functioning democracy with a vibrant commercial.
1,300 troops, that's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, as far as, that's a lot of families grieving, boy. It's a lot of people grieving. 1,300 people, I'm gonna say every person gonna have at least 20, 30 at least people grieving, probably more. Do the math on that, that's like down at 30-something thousand, 40-something thousand people that's already pissed off forever.
Economy linked to the West. That's what scares Vladimir Putin. He knows NATO's a defensive alliance, and he knows Ukraine was never going to join NATO in the near term. But that's why he launched the war on faulty premises. And eventually, when all those dead soldiers don't come home, he's going to have to face the truth, which is that his propaganda is not going to work in this century. Vladimir Zelensky, president of Ukraine, has earned Ukraine the moral, psychological advantage in this war by so expertly using social media and owning the debate in such a way that I think has to be humiliating for Putin and unexpected.
Yeah, you're probably right about that, Dan Hoffman. Thank you very much.
There's one thing Putin didn't bring in and think about, though, that I didn't think about it till just now. I thought about it, but I wasn't really taking it into a big consideration. Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, he probably can be president forever. You know what I'm saying? He down there in the war, fighting in it. He ain't running. He taking videos, letting his people know he there with them. If he don't die, he probably gonna be president forever. Putin, on the other hand, you know, he seemed like they might not like him no more. Cause I'm pretty sure some Russians there was some Russians in Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost sure some Russians in Ukraine. And he probably done killed some of them. Not to mention the people that he sent over, the kids that he sent to war over there. You know that they ain't coming back. That's POWs and all that. That ain't gonna end well. Russia threatens to leave a U.S. astronaut in space. Hello, man. This man playing petty now, bro. I ain't trying to laugh, but this like some petty ass shit. Like, bro, we'll leave this astronaut. We'll leave our astronaut in space. Y'all better chill out. Y'all need to keep fucking with us now. His ass gonna be up there with, you know what I'm saying? Out of space, this shit funny as hell, bro. Butters. Little Butters. Hey, that's crazy, that man threatening to leave astronaut in outer space. It's not funny, but it's funny, bro. I gotta see what they talking about. That's crazy. How the hell
and this is from Basheev.
How the hell they got control over? See, did they use that machine though that I said could blow up satellites? Let's see. I don't know. His ass probably. He out of space, like, man, how the fuck I get put in this shit? I'm out of space.
All right, we're getting some video in. This is from Basheev, Ukraine. It's in northeast Ukraine. I don't think that far from the capital of Kyiv, and it shows a great deal of damage, bomb craters, homes are devastated, damaged buildings and the rest from a Russian air raid. Again, not far from the capital here. We don't have any reports on casualties, but as you can see, it looks like the city, village, whatever you want to call it, has been completely destroyed as the Russians up the ante here and the military assault on largely civilians. That continues a pattern. But what I'm about to tell you next is a rather severe and worrisome departure from even that pattern, targeting a U.S. astronaut on the International Space Station who was supposed to come home with 2 of his cosmonaut colleagues next month. But the Russians are now rethinking that, saying, with everything going on, just leave him up there. The other 2 cosmonauts then would be coming back on their own. No word from those cosmonauts, but major concern for my next guest, Terry Virts, the former International Space Station commander and a former NASA.
Hell no, bro. Bro, y'all heard this shit? They telling them they're gonna lead an
astronaut himself. Terry, very good to have you. What do you make of this?
Thanks for having me back on, Neil. And you know, the man who's been making those threats, Dmitry Rogozin, is very prone to making bombastic threats. When I was flying on the space station during the first round of their invasion back in 2014, he said that we could take a trampoline to get to the station when we sanctioned him. So I don't think he's actually directly threatening to leave our astronaut there. And if they did, he can just come back on a SpaceX. So there's no immediate danger for Mark Vande Hei.
Come back on the SpaceX. Look at that Elon Musk, man. Hey, that shit crazy, bro.
So does the SpaceX have the ability to link up with the International Space Station? I don't know, Terry. I'm sorry for ignorance, but that the Russians say
No, it does. Actually, for years,
to them.
Almost a decade we went without the ability to launch people from America, and Russia was a good partner. They took us to and from the station on their Soyuz. But a couple years ago, SpaceX started their capability. So there's actually a launch in a few weeks that would time well with bringing Mark back. There's no plan to do that for now. The plan is to bring him back on the Soyuz, and I think this is just bluster. They posted a very creepy video showing them leaving Mark in space and the Russian segment separating from the space station.
Incredible.
I'm not sure. There's been a lot of very unprofessionalism from Dmitry Rogozin, to say the least. But I know that on the ground level, the crew in space is working well together. NASA's still working well. You know, they're trying to keep the war away from the space station as much as possible. I don't know how long that can continue.
You know, Terry, you embodied that idea of international cooperation.
That is crazy shit.
You know, when you work with cosmonauts, I dare say those other 2 cosmonauts would not want to leave without him, and they wouldn't. And it might risk an international furor with the you know,
hey,
the
bro,
commanders that be.
I ain't never in my life seen no threat like this.
Can't see.
Now this ain't funny, but it's funny. They say, man, look, we'll leave his ass up. We'll bring our Russian people home and leave his ass up there in space. Hey, that's some foul shit, bro. You know, dude probably like, bro, I ain't got shit to do with that shit. That's crazy, bro. I had no idea that Russia is the people that get us up there and back from space. Like, that's the best, because that's probably the best spot in the world to leave from or some shit. You know how they be doing it. They be trying to get motherfuckers to best, you know, they gotta time it with the world. So wherever they gotta be at in the world, and then with the time that on this day is the day they gotta launch and shit like that to get where they need to go and to come back and shit like that. So it's like, it's crazy to grow our food. That's crazy, bro. I told them motherfuckers, man, your ass will be left like Steph. You understand me? Y'all have to go get his ass. I don't know nobody's. You can't get him.
Them doing that.
Not at all.
But I can't see them doing that.
Not at all. Look, I was there, like I said, during Crimea. The highlight of my time in space was hanging out with my Russian friends. I'm still friends to this day. We really did try to keep the politics of Earth away from our time as a crew. We became.
So he said his best friends up there was Russian people. So that's crazy. So all of them, you know what I'm saying? It's like probably like one space station. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they got their own little separate shit, but everybody got one little space station probably built together. They probably had to come together as a world to do that shit. And they be sending everybody from different areas up there. That's crazy though.
Friends. But you know, Neil, this is this is another level. Like what's happening now in Ukraine is unlike anything that's ever happened. And I hope we can keep the space station partnership together. So far we have, but Russia has really put their space program on a trajectory straight downhill. There's not a lot of good things in the future for the Russian space program if they continue this path in Ukraine.
They need more guys like you, Terry, fewer guys like this guy running the Russian part of that International Space Station. We'll see what happens, how they settle that out.
That's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna even cap. That shit like, imagine being that guy that's up there being threatened to be left in space. Motherfucker gonna leave you in outer space like you done something, like you know what I mean? We gone, bucko, you can't ride. Till Buddy come get you. What's his name? Elon. Elon gonna go grab him too though, that's the funny shit. That's crazy right there. Now that's crazy, that's probably some of the craziest shit I done heard. As far as a threat go, bro, like, nigga, we'll leave your ass in space. We'll leave your people. You better chill out before we leave your people in space, bro. Take all y'all information. You know, there ain't no telling what Putin up to. Putin probably sabotaging shit, hacking shit, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's all bad, bro. It's all bad. It's all bad. I don't even know what to say about that. What you gonna say if a motherfucker say we leaving your ass up here? You don't know it ain't no weapons up there, ain't no guns up there. It'd probably be hard to punch a motherfucker up there too, cause you probably can't punch for real. Best thing you probably can do up there is choke somebody out, or unplug their oxygen when they outside or something. But shit, you really don't want to do that to nobody. When you up there, them probably your best friends. Ain't nobody else up there. Y'all probably up there, on some best buddies, because you depending on them for your life. It's just crazy to me that see a lot of pharmaceutical companies based in Ukraine. I ain't know that. I know one thing though, with all this shit going on, D901 in the building, what to do? I sure ain't know that, but with all this shit going on though, it's gonna be a lot of changes to this infrastructure in America. I can guarantee that shit. Keith Hetty told me that. It's gonna be crazy, bro. I'm talking about, like, we already seeing gas prices and all that shit plummet, go up. In a minute, we finna see, like, houses went up. Pushback gonna be a motherfucker, just let me say that. Crime up. Crime up. Oh shit. No, I don't want to blow. Hey. Finna make some mango. Twist the tango. Everybody roll your. Everybody get your. Hey, get your shit together. Hey, hey, remember what the fuck you want. You must want to go outside. What the fuck you want? Slap you in your head. Slap you in your shit. What you gonna do there? Huh? You gonna bite something? Huh? that shit out of my ass. You heard me? Be the slab. What y'all think they want though? I believe it's a bigger picture to this shit. I know dude want Ukraine, then he want Europe. It's a never-ending cycle with Buddy. I guarantee you. He gonna want Europe, Ukraine. I mean, first he want Ukraine, then he gonna want Europe. And he gonna keep getting bigger and bigger until he can start attacking us, like with the what you call? He gonna attack us like from the places that he taking over right now. That's where he gonna attack us. Yeah, they beating shit down Russian leg right now. But you know, this part of the plan. I believe this shit. It look like this too easy. It don't look like they trying. You know what I'm saying? Shit just look. It just don't look real to me. It look like it's happening too easy. They ain't really trying or some shit. When the time comes, we're gonna see that real push. When we see that real push, that's when you don't know. The shit hit the fan. You got what I mean? This shit mind blowing, Chelsea. Mr. Chelsea in the motherfucking building. What it do, bro? You snuck in this thing, ain't it? What's BDUs? Hey, the wildest shit though, bro. They told this man they gonna leave your ass. And I gotta watch this video again. They told Buddy we gonna leave his ass in space. That's big petty. That's too petty right there.
Of Kyiv, and it shows a great deal of damage, bomb craters, homes are devastated, damaged buildings and the rest from a Russian air raid. Again, not far from the capital.
The draft
here.
coming.
We don't have
man,
any
they ain't
reports
coming
on
for me.
casualties,
They gonna have
but
to
as
kiss
you
my
can see,
ass.
it
I'm gonna
looks
tell
like
them
the
bitches
city
before I
village,
go.
whatever you want to
I
call
need
it,
50 million to take care of all my family. Ain't none of that waiting on this. When it's over with, we're gonna give y'all benefits. Shit, my granddaddy went through that. I need my shit up front. Give me 50 million.
That continues
or
a
fuck
pattern.
you.
But
And
what
free
I'm
my
about
brother.
to tell you next
I ain't going without him.
Rather severe and worrisome departure from
That's
even
how I'm
that
coming on
pattern,
their ass.
targeting a U.S. astronaut on the International Space Station who was supposed to come home with two of his cosmonaut colleagues next month. But the Russians are now rethinking that, saying with everything going on, just leave him up there.
I'm going with him.
The other two cosmonauts then would be coming back on their own. No word from those cosmonauts, but major concern for my next guest, Terry Virts, the former International Space Station commander and a former NASA astronaut himself.
I'm a pure crackhead to take my identity.
What do you make of this?
Give his ass $1 million.
Thanks for having me back on,
blazed
Neil.
up.
And
He gonna get on that motherfucker
the
high as a
man
bitch.
who's been making those threats, Dmitry Rogozin, is very prone to making bombastic threats. When I was flying on the space station during the first round of their invasion back in 2014.
Yeah, because I don't expect to come back. I tell them I need 50 million right now. If I come back, I give you 25 back.
Astronaut there.
You know what I'm saying? But I need 50 million to leave to my mama, my kids, family, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Get my nieces, nephews, everybody get straight.
Does SpaceX have the ability to link up with the International Space Station? I don't know, Terry. I'm sorry for ignorance.
That shit gonna
that the Russians
be different. You know what I'm saying? I'm going over there like Rambo. I ain't expecting to come back. I'm going over there with that motherfucker.
Launch people from
They're gonna take my ass out.
Russia was a good partner. They took us to and from the station on their Soyuz. But a couple years ago, SpaceX started their capability. So there's actually a launch in a few weeks that would time well with bringing Mark back. There's no plan to do that for now. The plan is to bring him back on the Soyuz, and I think this is just bluster. They posted a very creepy video showing them leaving Mark in space and the Russian segment separating from the space station. I'm not sure. There's been a lot of very unprofessionalism from Dmitry Rogozin, to say the least. But I know that on the ground level, the crew in space is working well together.
I done pulled up in my cup,
They're trying to keep the war away from the space station as much as possible. I don't know how long that can continue.
You know, Terry, you embodied that idea of international cooperation, and when you work with cosmonauts, I dare say those other two cosmonauts would not want to leave without it, and they wouldn't, and it might risk an international furor with the commanders that be down on Earth in Russia. But I can't see them doing it.
Not at all.
This motherfucker
I was there, like I said, during Crimea. The highlight of my time in space was hanging out with my Russian friends. I'm still friends to this day. We really did try to keep the politics of Earth away from our time as a crew. We became friends. But you know, Neil, this is another level. Like what's happening now in Ukraine is unlike anything that's ever happened. And I hope we can keep the space station.
So you call them BDUs?
So far we have. But Russia
they're gonna have to give me them BD.
Space program.
They're gonna have to give me them BDDs.
Straight downhill.
Oh, BD.
Not a lot of good things in the future for the Russian space program.
They better go get all them Chicago niggas. All them niggas that smoking on new hot packing ass and gas. What?
The Russian part of that International Space Station. We'll see what happens, how they settle that out.
If you're an accredited investor, I
You'll
have
still
big
be alive
news.
right now if them niggas ain't
In the
gas.
last 12 months, I bought 5 major American brands. I bought Pure One Imports, Linens and Things, Dress Bar,
Yeah, nigga who rapping about having all that shit.
I'm sure you've heard of.
That's what they can call me in for. I'm gonna let them know who rapping that rap, who rapping that talking that
and
talk.
how this has benefited
God
me.
damn it, I'm
I want
fucking
to
up
share
the church
with you
cheese.
how this might change how you invest.
Know what I mean? That's exactly what he is. We gonna get to that. That nigga scared. And the scared nigga is a dead nigga. A weak nigga, that's a beat nigga. And I gotta be able to take my gas over there. I'm gonna need gas. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna need. I need the best gas on the plane with me. I need unlimited perks. You know what I'm saying? I need some motherfucking some drink, some Xanaxes, all that shit. I know I ain't coming back, so I'm going over that motherfucker. I ain't gonna be able to sleep unless I'm off the Z's, cause you know what I'm saying? Nigga gonna be over there scared, so I'm gonna have to get stupid off the drink and off the Xans to go to sleep. When I get hit by something, I'm gonna need them perks to keep me up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna need some Adderall too. Give me some Adderall too. I heard that Adderall had you making the right decisions. Give me some Adderalls, goddamn me. I'll be out there. I tell Buddy, let me holler at Elon too. I gotta holler at Elon Musk before I go over there too. They want me to go over there. That's my demands. I need to holler at Elon, Perkies, Zans, motherfucking Adderalls, motherfucking cause ain't nobody going over there sober. I don't want no liquor. Them niggas just give me bottles of liquor to pour on the wound, like the soldiers on the movies. Yeah, I need Elon, bro. Cause Elon, I'm gonna tell Elon, put one of them brain chips on. If I finna, it's like I might die anyway. I might as well go and put that computer chip in my head, bro, so I know all the right moves to make when I'm over there. If I see a bomb, I know how to defuse it. I ain't gotta look on YouTube. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna be mad as hell if you say, man, this shit ain't gonna work unless he got Starlink though, and I'm gonna need a Starlink satellite. You know what I mean? I'll go over there and get busy. And I want to go. And if I was to go, I'm going where I want to be. I want to be one of the dudes who, you know what I'm saying, like top ranks. I ain't trying to go there and be no little dude, cause I feel like my strategies will work better than theirs. You know them little old head. sir. You know, put it like this. Y'all seen when they had like, what was it, 4-5 miles worth of trucks and shit lined up? When they had like 4-5 trucks, shit, yes I am. Who ain't gonna want to be high? Well, I want to be zooted. I don't want to be off no. I'm only gonna take. Listen, I'm only gonna take Xans and the lean when when I've been up for 2 days killing shit and I need to get some sleep. So that's what that's for. And if I just start going crazy and shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit'll calm me down. Now the perks, that's gonna be for, you know what I'm saying? Say I go out there, step on something, get a nail in my foot or something, or I might want to get high. Be like, fuck it, I'm finna get high and go out there, you know what I'm saying? In case I get shot, I won't feel it like that. Shit like that. What else I asked for? The Adderall is to keep me focused, you know what I'm saying? The Adderall, they say the Adderall make you focus. That college students taking this shit. I'm gonna be out there on point like a mosquito needle, you feel me? But this my thing right here. When they had them 4-5 miles of them trucks lined up, I wouldn't have gave a fuck if we had to go out there 1,000 deep and everybody put one bomb on each truck. Nigga, we ain't finna leave them trucks sitting out there. They done ran out of gas and all this shit. Boy, we ambushed. Like whoever was in charge of that, they dropped the ball. Them trucks was out there for a week. They dropped the ball, bro. They supposed to went and took everything off the, you know, what else this, they, you know what I mean? Something supposed to happen about that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, I can't I don't want nothing. I don't want to be sleepy when you ain't gonna be sleepy out there in the war anyway, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I say, like, I know I won't be able to get no sleep, you feel me? Like, if I'm gonna need to relax so I can go to sleep, and if I'm over there in the war, I'm gonna keep thinking like, shit, I gotta be up, nigga, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be like, I'm gonna need one of them Benars. I'm gonna get a Benar, you know what I'm saying? A little football, goddamn me. Give me about 5-6 hours. Wake up, let's get it, y'all. We own it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit. I couldn't be out there sober, bro. I heard all them war stories that motherfuckers going out there taking their heroin while they was out there. Y'all was on that straight raw. You know what I'm saying? Cocaine, you understand me? All the war vets that was in the wars, they said they was out there getting high as a motherfucker. Shit, trying to escape reality. Cause you know, you ain't at war the whole time. Sometimes you just be chilling and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to come home too, but I ain't going out there with the idea in my mind like, you know, cause when you do that, you end up, you know, I'm going hard. I'm going out there going hard, you feel me? I'm going in on shit. I ain't going to play. I ain't going to follow no orders. Put me in. I'm talking about I'm on some old, show me where they at, I'll figure it out. Give me the intel you got, let me figure it out. I ain't taking no orders from none of them motherfuckers because they don't know what the hell they doing, obviously. I could have been had that shit done. All them trucks lined up, man. All they gotta do is go drop some or put some little IEDs or whatever. I would have had that road filled with IEDs. As soon as they tried to crank them trucks back up, boom. Whole little line, boom, boom, boom. They could have took like one. They probably could have took like some Molotov cocktails and blew them bitches up. All them Molotovs they was making, they could have threw them on the gas tank on the motherfuckers and blew them bitches up. Yeah, I don't drink no liquor. That's what I ain't gonna do out there. I ain't drinking no liquor. That shit have you off there. That shit gonna have you out there dying. You get off that liquor off there, your ass going to die immediately. I don't fuck with that liquor. You gonna go out there liquor and beat and try to run up on one of the motherfucking Russians like, hey man, you got a light? Yeah, I got a light. Blah! Oh, that thing. I ain't fucking with that oil. That oil how you doing shit you ain't supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Now that's a no-no. No moonshine, none of that shit. Zooted and booted. There goes that. Hey, no cap. I forgot too, cause I forgot I need something else too. I'm tweaking. I forgot what else I needed too. You know what else I need? I need me a motherfucking somebody to follow me around with a camera. Somebody gotta follow me around with a camera, record, document my shit, putting it on Instagram and all that shit, so I can go down in the history books. Motherfucker ain't finna see. I ain't going over there and motherfucker gonna forget about me. Nah, I want them to be like, Hootie Mac was over that bitch, letting them have it. That boy went over that bitch beast mode. Check him out. Look at his clips. Look at that, that's his first kill. Boom. That boy went over there and got 5 kills in 30 minutes. Look, Bloom, look, see him, see how he kicked in that dope? Bloom. Check him out. He going in. He on the front line with it. Look, they in there hiding out. He knew they was hiding out. He from the street. He ain't go straight in there. What he did, he threw a Molotov in there and waited on them to run out. Threw the Molotov in there. House started burning down. They come running out. He blick them all down. Blick, 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 blick. That boy a legend. Hootie Mac. Put him in the history books. Untold stories. Gotta go outside and wait, bro. Alright, don't ask me to take your ass outside in a minute now. I just told you. Just tried to let you outside. She ain't want to go. You feel me? Just tried to let her out. She ain't want to roll. She was just sitting here bothering me, talking about taking me out. That's dead. It's roll up time. Hey, but on everything, though. Motherfucker get to trying to erase you out the history books, you know what I'm saying? That's become a problem. That shit crazy. You already know Molotov cocktails on Grand Theft and on duty. You hit them off. Then you know if they camping. I used to use them on duty, Gears of Wall. That motherfucker be camping, hiding behind something. Flow, get your ass from behind there and burn up. As soon as he run out. I mean, put them blickathons on his ass. Have a blickathon. It's a blickathon. Tell them bitches run. I can't rate that bitch a 10. I give that bitch a 1. Hey yo, who going over there with me though? If they tell y'all everybody who go over there get 10 million, you know what I'm saying? If you don't make it back, the money go to your family. You get half now, half when you come back, or if you die. My first question probably be like, why the fuck you gotta wait to give me my money? I need my shit now. Fuck you mean. But nah, I probably will do it for that right amount of check though. To secure that's like securing a family future, and it ain't no guarantee you gonna die if you go over there with your shit together. I definitely have to have some shit in play though. Like I can't let a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, big dog me. Like ain't nobody finna be over there like sending me on dummy missions and shit like that. That's one thing I ain't gonna go for. So if that's a part of the deal, I'm out. I'm gonna have that in the fine print. I do not have a leader that I gotta abide by. I do have to fight, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't gotta go do what he say do, the way he say do it. He can tell me what needs done and I'll figure out how to do it. And I need all the weapons at my disposal. CWMG, you ain't gonna go over there. Mike, you going with me? Yeah, we going over that bitch coming back. War vets. If we don't, our family straight forever. And I'm gonna make a baby while I'm over there, just in case. Leave my mark on the world everywhere. That's one thing they ain't gonna do though. They want a motherfucker to go over there for the free. They go, hey, I promise you, I'll tell you, I'll be like, I'll go over there for free. But the only way I'm going over there for free is if all y'all sons, the people that's in y'all family, that's old enough, go with me, and they gonna be in my group. They in my crew. You know they ain't gonna put them on no fucked up details. They gonna make sure they get the easy shit or the right shit to handle the situation with. Yeah, Biden, where your son at? Tell him come on. Where your nephew at? Tell him come on. Yeah. Whatever the vice president lady name is, bring your son and your nephews. Tell them girl up. They riding with us. You know y'all gonna have shit on high alert, high detail. You know, security gonna be beef. We ain't got nothing to worry about. Whenever we need a weapon, we gonna get it. We need an airstrike, we gonna get it. It's gonna be like Call of Duty. I need an airstrike. 4 feet. I need it right ahead of me. That house in front of me. They ain't gonna be able to get no coordinates. I know how to get coordinates actually if I look up my compass. I know how to read a compass. When I was in Boy Scouts, I learned that shit as a kid. That was one of my one thing my daddy, well, he ain't do it, but he hooked me up. The person who taught him taught me, and I was reading the compass on a military level, like a high rank military level at that. They used to hide shit in the woods, give us a compass and the coordinates, and if you find it, you get to keep it. Boy, I used to find that shit every time, on time. Like, land right on it. Bloop, find it. Kids didn't know what to do, bro. I used to be just out there running through shit. To the point I started teaching their ass how to do it. Simple, it's real easy, for real. 22 steps northeast, 22 steps west, 22, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. 10 steps this way. That was how you do it. So I'll be out there giving them their coordinates. He's at 63 west, 15 steps to southeast. Blick his ass. Hey, Poopa. No. What you say hi for? What is that in your... How, you keep telling me to cash up your mama. I don't have your mama cash up. What you need $3 for? Go ahead, send it. Just send the cash up. Never fails. Say hi to the stream. You heard? Where's you at, Morgan's? Wow, why y'all watching my stream? And I'm in here just wilding out. Y'all get off my stream because I'm talking. It's not for kids. Who is that, Morgan? Who? Maddie. Tell I said hi. Maddie. Hey, Maddie. Can't see what? You can see me. Hey, Maddie. Hey, Genesis. Oh, well, tell her to look at the stream so she can see it. Y'all look at the stream so y'all can see me shout y'all out, then get off of it. There's people telling y'all hi too. Mike said hi. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Genesis. Wolf Pack, throw the wolves up. Love you. Just send it to me. I love you.
I love you too.
Alright. You gotta hang up, my phone cracked. Plug this phone up. She thinks she slick talking about $3, knowing damn well I ain't gonna send no $3. It's gonna be more. Let me shut up. Getting ideas because she's still probably watching. Get off the live. Shout out to my babies, you know. My baby and her friends and family supporting the movements. She got all A+ too. So she ain't no, you know what I mean? Just on the internet on some bad kid stuff. She got it together like a fresh nigga sweater, man. A+. Right, what you gonna do with $3? They be just saying that though. They be knowing more. You know, you gotta send more. You can't just send $3 anyway, I don't think. I have to send like 10 or 20. 10 probably will be both. I feel petty sending $10. Not really though, cause I be sending that shit so much because they be doing all that Roblox, buying stuff on. That's why I invested in Roblox stock. That's how I know Trump. That's how I know Biden is. It's Biden bogus as hell. Cause how the hell Roblox go down, bro? Roblox is a game the kids still play. it can't go down because it's still, I guess because kids back in school, they ain't playing as much, and some of the parents probably caught on like, hell no, you take my card off of there. But at the same time, bro, Roblox shouldn't be going down like that. What else was it? Do you know the only stock that it came out recent, not too long ago though, and that's Trump shit, DWAC, DWAC. His shit, for some reason, keep floating around the good areas. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy, bro. Like, I can't wait. Like, I really need to dive back into it and just I need to redo my shit, man. You can't just, it's hard to, like, unless you using legitimate companies, like, all of them legitimate, but you got to be using, like, companies that you know gonna be around forever, like Amazon, Nike, let me think, even Tesla is a gamble, but I know Tesla gonna be around. See, I'm one of the believers in Tesla. But Amazon, Apple, Nike, Microsoft, things like that, they gonna be around. So if you wanna put, like, I don't even advise people to use a bank. Like, I would never keep my money in the bank. Not majority of it. It'll always be getting invested somewhere, so it's making money. And if you wanna do that, I know what you're thinking, like, damn, but what if you lose? This is why you invest in stocks like Amazon, Nike, even Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Netflix look like it ain't going nowhere. Nike definitely ain't going nowhere. Let me think. Microsoft not going nowhere. I really don't think Tesla going nowhere with all the shit. They so far ahead of the game. Tesla is gonna be. Yeah, I've been on electric cars though, bro. They shit down. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's fucking. That's why I'm mad. Like, electric cars, that shit. When that shit get back up, I'm up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be back up. Like, I ain't selling no more at a loss. I done sold some. You know what I'm saying? I ain't selling shit else at a loss. So I'm waiting on my shit to go back up. And right now, man, it's just like, damn, when it's gonna happen? Everything keep going down and down and down and down. Now it's to the point where I need to buy more to average my price down. It's getting crazy. That's why I'm trying to tell people, like, bro, y'all think Biden a good president? Hell nah. That man working for the ops. For real. Yeah, electric cars can't get their chips. They can't make enough cars. Why you think Tesla, for a new Plaid, for a Model S that was supposed to be $60,000, affordable for people? That car was supposed to be 60 bands, 75 fully spec'd out. You know what I'm saying? Going 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds, 1.9 seconds. My bad. You know what I'm saying? And driving at least 400 and some miles on a full charge, shit like that. Now them bitches over 100 and some bands. Shit, nigga, you can go, you know what you can go get for that? Motherfuckers ain't finna be thinking about, like, he gotta make that bitch more appealing. Like, even though to me, I'm a technology dude, so I like it anyway because of the technology. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can play games when you charging it, you know what I'm saying? Be driving, playing car games, using the steering wheel and the brakes as the remote control. Kids can watch Netflix in the back seat. They can play games in the back seat, shit like that, because they got a screen in the back seat. But that's only on the S and the Model X, I believe. Like, you can do it in all of them, but not in the back seat. And but my thing is, like, they not affordable like he said they was gonna be, and it's not his fault for real, because he'll be taking the loss if he was to do it like that. So he ain't really making that much money just selling them for real, unless you buy one that's fully spec'd out. Then he might make more money than he would make off of buying the regular one. The regular one's don't cost that much, but shit, don't nobody want no regular damn Tesla. I want that motherfucking, that Plaid, you know what I'm saying? I'll take one of them that ain't a Plaid, but, you know, the other cars, it's just gonna take time for them to grow. Rivet and all that. Oh yeah, they definitely the future, bro. It just take them. That's why I say you just gotta be patient. That's it. And you be patient, that shit gonna turn up for you. But it's but right now, it's just all bad in the economy, bro. It's no matter what kind of tricks you try to pull out your sleeve, if you ain't doing real estate, and this, I'm so mad. Like, I just wish I would have been just buying houses, bro. Should have just been buying them bitches up left and right. for the low. Just waiting on a time like this, bro. This shit would have been, yeah, the biotech, but that shit wishy-washy though, bro. You know how that shit do it? With the biotech, like unless you know a certain company that you know finna do something that's just got a contract or something, it's always going wishy-washy, because 1 minute this certain biotech company will be popping, then this biotech will be get some good news in the media to where they got a contract, or they they just expanded they shit. They just bought a new facility in Utah, and then it's this big and it's some acres. So now everybody running to that. It's, you know, social media is kind of like it's so much of an influence now. When you got, if put it like this, if Trump tweets something about a stock, everybody's gonna go buy it. That bitch gonna go crazy. If Elon had it like that, he still got it like that, but he had it like that to the point where every time he'd say something about a stock, it's going dumb. Now you got certain people who be like, fuck that, Elon, you just be talking sometime, you know what I'm saying? And he do have hidden messages in his tweets, so he might tweet something and it'll sound like he telling you to go buy the shit. Really, he telling you to dump it, you know what I'm saying? But he's saying it in a slick way, like you just gotta find the hidden message. Nigga so smart, you just gotta be able to decipher what he's saying. And that's why most people just be like, they just choose not to follow him, or they just, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Like, you don't just go all in like you used to. Cause man, I'm telling you, bro, I used to go ham off that shit, man. Like that shit was beautiful, bro. Like it was just like finding it. I just felt like I've been lied to all my life. You know, when I found out about the stock market, it's like, bro, I really been missing out on all this legal money, bro. Like I could have been hung up my boots, been out the streets. You know what I'm saying? This legal shit just hit different, and it's easy like this. And I wouldn't say too easy, but it's like easy. If you do your research, it's easy, bro. It's a small part of the revenue. Oh yeah, they got the houses. They do the houses. They got SpaceX, man, Tesla. So they reach way far beyond what just cars. You know what I'm saying? That's just what people see. And he trying to do the cell phone shit, man. When he do that cell phone shit, it's over with. Motherfucker, cell phone's gonna be solar charged. It's over with. All you gotta do is have your shit out in the sunlight. Man, that shit gonna be dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like the solar charge houses, people don't understand. Like, bro, they giving you tax write-offs if you buy a Tesla. They just ask me, do you go on an electric vehicle? You can get a tax write-off. Even if you get a piece of electric vehicle, it ain't even gotta have number, like, you know, some of them little hybrids, they be having 20 miles basically you can drive on electric. They give your ass tax write-offs for that. You got it on your house, you get tax write-offs. So it's damn near in your best interest to get that shit. Like when I own a house, I'm getting that shit. I'm having that shit on top of my house. I don't give a fuck if I just got 4 or 5 solar panels to where it only can, it only could charge 1 room per night. You know what I'm saying? But that's like, or 2 rooms a night. Shit, that's all I be using. Besides with my kids, you know what I'm saying? So the bill will still be cheaper, and it's a tax write-off. And there's so much other shit you can do, bro. Like Tesla ahead of the game, and they had this shit years ago. They sending motherfuckers to outer space. They got, like, if you bossed up and you want to send your old lady you want to go on a date with your old lady, you can take it out of space. And you know how much that costs. Bag it. I like the way you work it. No diggity. That's a bag it up. They gonna have to give you a bagging up. I'm talking about big boy bag. Miliante. I think it's, what is it, 750,000 per ticket. Jeff Bezos got some shit like that too, though. I think he charging a mid 1.5 a ticket or something. And you just go to the outskirts at that. You don't even go all the way out. Well, you go out of space, so you technically can say you've been out of space. But you go to the outskirts, you go around the Earth. I think it take the whole trip take like a couple hours or some shit like that, 3-4 hours. Or is it 30 minutes? Oh, you be out of space for only 30 minutes though, I think. But shit like that, motherfuckers, it ain't nothing but a hot air balloon, bro. What you call them balloons to test the weather? A weather balloon. That's all it really is. Your ass on a big ass weather balloon. So it probably costs some money. It probably costs a decent amount of money. but it don't cost as much as what they charge you. One person probably paying for the whole flight, and the rest, everybody else profit. You got to think every rich person in the world want that. The shit went on sale years ago, and it sold out in minutes. It was backed up for years. Like you couldn't, like you had to get on the waiting list to go out of space. You know what I mean? So the shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's the money is out there. Now you got people like Elon Musk who realize that they can't you can't own space. So he could send his own shit. So he started sending his own shit out there. You know what I'm saying? And they can't stop him. Now he got more shit out there. God damn it. And it's helping more people than they helping, because he just sent the Starlink to the president of Ukraine so he can have the internet. They took out the Russians took out the internet service. He sent the motherfucking Starlink satellite and the internet service to Ukraine. Gave gang of people internet and telephone and shit. You know how big that is for a regular motherfucker? Even though he ain't regular, but he considered a regular motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's doing this thing. He's helping the war more than the president right now. President won't even send a goddamn give them no helicopters. I mean no planes and shit. They need another Ghost of Kiev out there going stupid. You know what I'm saying? Get them mans one of them F-89. You know they got old jets that we ain't even using. Y'all left 80 billion worth of shit in Iran or Iraq, wherever the fuck y'all left it at. 80 billion, bro. Or was it 480 billion? I know it was in the billions, 80 billion or some shit like that worth of equipment they left to the motherfuckers over there in Iran that don't even know what the fucking gym looked like. They couldn't even work the fucking treadmill right. You left them boys 80 million and shit. You know who bought that shit? Russia. Russia probably bought most of that shit and came up with a deal for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we gonna protect y'all. Y'all just look out for us too. That's why you got them sending bombs toward U.S. now. Taking some of the attention off Russia so they can make their move. Best believe it, bro. They wanna he get that Soviet Union back together. He definitely gonna try to be the United States of the world. Cause I do believe we like run the world as far as military wise and you know, help as far as wars go. I don't know if nobody can really beat us in the war because I take, at least that's what they make us think. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, because they could just be making the people think that shit. You feel me? You know how that shit be, bro. They'll make us think that we, you know, just to have us calm, they'll make us think that we can goddamn beat anybody. Whole time, motherfucker got something for our ass. Oh, it's gonna be a good fight. It ain't finna be no wipeouts. So shit, we gotta be careful about who we fuck with, and make sure that we know what we doing. And I just don't think that's the place for a 79-year-old man that can't even form his own speech without reading the teleprompter and having somebody write it for him and shit. Speak from the heart. Sometimes you gotta speak from the heart, bro. Know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta let that motherfucking love go. Bunch of weirdos, bro, that don't know what they doing. Pass the ball, bum ass dude. God damn it, bro. Got me shooting trash. Yeah, good night, Oracle, man. Salute you. Yeah, man, I gotta know. One thing for sure, two things for certain. There's always a hidden agenda when it comes to these wars. Biden is just a puppet, I believe. Let's go. Biden's just a puppet, man. In a miniature windmill you can put on your property and it still erodes, and it still erodes. It's a lot set up and correct the line, set up, but that costs like 10K. Oh yeah, talking about the wind, I forgot what you called it, but yeah, the windmill things. Yeah, you gotta have it sitting on the right area and shit. A turbine. It's about a turbine. I'd rather harness the sun, because that's like natural. Damn, I tripped. I'd rather harness the sun, because, you know, like I said, I wanna own some bees. I wanna grow my own shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's my goals and dreams and shit. I wanna go get me some honey from some bees, raw honey. Grow me some real motherfucking vegetables, unfucked with. Get my eggs from my chickens and hens and shit. Know what I'm saying? Shit like that, man. Live life. Give me some animals. Give me a couple ducks, roosters. Every morning pissing me off. Those windmills froze up and they really should be getting us. Get that free energy, real Tesla. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like the turbines is more old school. Like the shit they got now, like what the shit that sit on your roof, the solar panels that they got, they even got solar panels that's remote controlled, they're motorized, that go find the sun. Like whenever the sun's shining, wherever the sun's shining the hardest at, they'll angle themselves to where it's getting the optimum shit. The optimal amount of sun that to where they can power the house overnight. Bro, that's like, you know, you eliminate that light bill, goddamn me, that's 90% of your bills. Shit, my light bill be slapping the hell out of me. Damn, at $300 a month. Water bill, I think I don't know, the water, that's another story. Motherfucker got it. Ain't nothing you can do about that. That water don't be that much though. My shit be costing a lot because I got these damn kids. They just I'm tweaking and geeking. Let's go. Dub City. Fuck, they mean. They on this 2K, man, getting them. I wish I could project this shit. Let me see if I can figure out. Let's get to come outside. Every day. Yeah. Let's get to come outside. Shit, man. But I believe if we do go to water, like hand-to-hand combat, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna that shit won't make it past the border. So it's the fighting gonna be going on in places like New York, Arizona, whatever got a lot of water by them, and I don't even think they'll make it that far, bro. It's like this is what I'm saying. The only way we can fight is through nuclear. We can't even have no regular fight. Motherfucker ain't gonna invest it over there. So, because I wanted to invest in property with my friend, he became a millionaire while I had to pay for other stuff. Really effed up for real. Yeah, bro. Man, I'm talking about, bro. Like, look, the houses industry right now doubled since the pandemic, bro. Double. I'm talking about rent going up to everybody. It's out of control. So I know whoever, you know, got a lot of houses, they instantly became people that was on the verge of becoming one. They millionaires now. Sanaya, how you get home? Yeah, so I'm sure then, you know, like if you on another note, like if you got any used cars that you want to get rid of, it's a good time to sell your used cars. You can go take your used car to a dealership and they'll buy that motherfucker for the high right now. somebody else called me that bedroom candy. Lil Hooties. Yeah, but that's definitely best time to trade in your car right now. They paying the high for them. You should know. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I'm glad my shit ain't went up, but my shit was already high when I got it. I paid $1,300 a month, and this house ain't even up to date for real. It's up to date, but it ain't up to date. Like the appliances up to date and all that shit, but the cabinets and all that shit ain't up to date. But the cabinets, they got wallpaper still. Nobody use wallpaper in the kitchen. Mostly a few shit up to date, like the living room, probably up to date. It's just, you know, it just ain't no. I paid better. I had better houses that was $1,200 a month, shit like that, and that's high down here. Average rent down here is like $700 a month. Low is like $450. Right now it's probably up to $5. But last time I checked, low was like $400, $450. High rent, medium regular rent is like $700, $750 to $800 range. Really like to $900 range. Anything over $1,000 and up is considered high. But now what used to be like $1,000 is $1,300, and what used to be $1,300 is now $1,600 and shit like that. So you couldn't bring my drama to him and ask him to invest in him. Right, you know what I'm saying? You be feeling like, you know, you be wanting the motherfucker to do it theyself, you know what I'm saying? You be wanting the motherfucker to come to you like, hey bro, you know, I'm gonna look out for you and do this, show you how to do this. But you know how it is, man. Sometimes everybody ain't built the same. Everybody don't think like you think. But that shit definitely, you know, pissed me off. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was trying to tell people when I started doing the stock shit. I tried to put so many people up on it, bro. Nobody wanted to listen to me until they started seeing that money coming in. You know what I'm saying? And I was showing them the money just so I can motivate them to get in the shit. You know what I'm saying? And it worked with some got in it, some didn't. You know, some happy as hell right now. Some, you know, sold too early and all type of shit. But at the end of the day, you know, you can lead them to the water, you can't make them drink it. But I be hating when I miss that. That's how I think I missed I missed the East St. Louis market house and shit. I'm gonna tell you where I missed that, where I feel like I missed that at. Ooh, that was nasty. Just dunked on that boy's forehead. Where I missed that at is a motherfucker houses down here, well, East St. Louis, like in my city. It was only $750 at the auction, bro. And really nobody would bid on them because you can't get loans on them houses because it's a high crime rate area. So the bank won't give you no loan on the houses. So you know, it's like a bad, like you can put people in their own Section 8 shit like that. So they still good to buy if you're willing to go through the, you know, just be a renter and stuff like that. But like I was trying to buy houses that's in, you know, the white people area, or the areas where, you know, the bank, you can fix the house up, the bank will give you a loan, a mortgage loan, and then you can have to put somebody in the house to pay your mortgage, you know what I'm saying? To pay your mortgage off. So, you know, that's what I was looking for, and I couldn't really, every time I found one, it got to the point where I didn't like it or something like that. So when I finally found one, they told me you had to have 2 years, because these wasn't in the auction. These was foreclosure homes I was trying to buy. So they told me you had to have 2 years in Texas. So I had to get that together. So now I got that together. Now the houses that went up triple, double, and all that shit, bro. So I'm mad as hell about that. And if I would have bought them houses for $750, say I would have bought them houses for $750, right? I could have. They had the little thing. Trump had this little thing going where if you had somebody staying in, if you had a house and people were staying in and they wasn't paying rent, they would pay the rent. They rent for like a year or two. So if I would have bought 3 or 4 of them houses for $750, that's $3,000. I could have had somebody, just been like, hey man, my people ain't paying the rent in that motherfucker. So that's 3 different houses, $750, charge $750 a motherfucking a month for 3-4 years. Man, I was mad as hell. I was like, damn, bro, I could have checked a big ass bag off each house. Like I said, you live and you learn, man. You ain't gonna always get it right the first time. Yeah. I thought Biden was gonna come in and do like something for the poor people, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I literally thought he was gonna do some shit for the poor people. I thought he was gonna do something for the poor people and shit. And this motherfucker come in and do the opposite, bro. He come in and do the opposite. He helping out motherfuckers that don't need help. Fucking up everybody else shit. And they ain't tried to, you talking about tried Biden? Biden ain't tried shit, man. Biden dinky ass tried to listen to, I don't know what he tried. He tried to do something and didn't do it right. Dude is a goofaloofaloofy. Damn, this boy trash, man. Man, went 1 for 4. I'm 5 for 6, 12 points on a schnoodle. No, I'm sending hate mail. Tell him to join my chat, join my live so I can talk bad about him. Bangladesh head ass. Say Republicans block everything Biden was trying to do, man. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. You can't. How the Republicans gonna block a president? Man, there's a will, there's a way, bro. Biden just ain't built like that, bro. He ain't got that. He ain't got it. He don't have it, DK. DK ain't got it, bro. He just ain't got it, man. Dude, Biden's scared to come outside. He's scared to come outside. So I got my house for 48 grand. Man, that's what I was trying to get me, a nice little house. The one I was looking at was 99,000, and it was one for 90,000, bro. When I say these motherfuckers was instantly worth 150, bro. I ain't have to do shit but add shit that I wanted to do, like a pool or something, or a back patio or some shit like that. Everything else was perfect, bro. I'm sick about that house. I'd have had that house right now, man. That motherfucker be worth $250,000 right now, easy. I only wanted 90 for it, and I'm sitting up here with 40, 50. I got 40, 50 bands trying with the down payment. Then went all the way. Well, I started at 15 bands. They said it was more than enough. So once they told me I needed the taxes, I said, what if I put 40 bands down? They was like, shit, you still need the tax. I was so fucking mad, bro. I'm like, y'all really ain't finna let me get a house for 40 bands, but then a motherfucker can go get a car. You can go get a $100,000 car. I can go get a $100,000 car like that. You know what I'm saying? And then they ain't have to put nothing but Shit, basically 20 down. That shit just just let you know, bro, this game fucked up, bro. They'll let you go get a car, but they won't let you get a house. Shit stupid as hell. Say, bro, so I got my first house. Got my house at 48 grand. Ooh, boy, that's a lit 2 honey buns off of 48. Yes, sirski. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That equity. Then if don't fuck around and add no extra room to it, or add a motherfucking jacuzzi, I mean a pool or something to that motherfucker, bro. That bitch gonna go up another 20, 30 grand. And you probably only cost you about 4, 5 bands to build it, to make it happen. Wow. And that should have had you going up bands. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, bro. That equity, man. Hell yeah, bro. That equity, a motherfucker. Man, motherfuckers got. That's what we need to be trying to show these motherfuckers. That's the shits I want to talk about up in here, bro. Some stocks, some equity, something to help everybody see the world different, bro. Cause when I started doing this shit, I started seeing shit different. Motherfuckers be having starter kits like a motherfucker and still be trying to get a starter kit. Shit be ridiculous to me. Like, I just be looking at their ass like, you just ain't gonna be happy until they come take everything. Y'all know how that shit go, man. So it be like the blind leading the blind. Everybody want a motherfucking everybody want to goddamn say they want to be a boss. They don't want to take the necessary steps it takes to be one. Some people do though. Everybody ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, fall by the wayside. Some people gonna stand tall, be the paw. And that's all it takes, bro. Each one teach one. What the fuck is what's that? Quit? Late, damn. Okay. Damn. That was late. You know, that late release on 2K, man. Gotta get it together like a fresh knitted sweater. Say Biden is the president, but he needs senators to pass bills, Republicans. Bro, you know what I mean though, bro. He's still running shit. What I'm saying is, he ain't the shit that he ain't doing none of the shit that they trying to get him to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he watching the same thing we watching, or if he understand how this shit work. Like, he at least supposed to be doing this type of shit for his second term. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't give a fuck your second term. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get reelected, you supposed to be doing what the people say. Then your second term is when you let your nuts hang. He letting his nuts hang from the gate. He ain't trying to get elected again. Do you think with the shit he doing now, he can get elected again? Kanye West can damn near run for president and win right now. And he's still talking about doing it too. 2024, Kanye say he's running for president. I wonder what Kanye would have did. What y'all think Kanye would have did if he was president? No cap. What y'all think Kanye would have did? I know that's an off the wall ass question, but y'all think Kanye would have let Putin do this shit? I'm tweaking and geeking. Say what they gonna do with all their money? What money? Shit, man, they can print money whenever they want to, man. Money don't never be a problem. I don't think so anyway, not when it comes to the shit they want, like war and all that. That's what I never understood how that shit work either. Like, why they making it seem like money is gonna run out or some shit. Do the world got it fucked? Damn. Do the world got it to the point where? Do the world got it to the point where each country can only make so much money per day or some shit like that? Keep so much money in circulation? I don't know. Man, this was my dog. I just sold for my mans and it was balling too, I ain't gonna even lie. I just sold like a motherfucker. Tweaking. I know he mad in a bit. Man, what was that about? I don't got a clue, bucko. Don't go y'all ass back around now. Let me get in there like swimwear. You understand me? So let's see. You told me to stop watching Fox, bro. They the only ones keeping it thigh wild. Who else keep it more 100 than Fox? You better not say CNN. My bad, yeah. Yeah, nah. Show 10/17/2019. That shit crazy. So let me go back and read these comments. I was tweaking. Say people suffer now. Raise minimum wage over a 4-year period. Man, that shit ain't gonna help, bro. I mean, it'll help, but you gotta raise everything. You gotta raise minimum wage, food stamps, people that's on public, whatever other government shit that they be helping them with. Everything costs more now, so you gotta make it match. And why do that when you can just make the shit go down? I don't know if I guess they can't control the farmer's price, but you can put them out of business. Shit. People suffer now. What this is doing is opening up the door though for people to either start growing their own shit or other big farmers to come into play and start selling their shit. Like, just imagine if you was a farmer and your shit was struggling. Now you can get out there and get in where you fit in. You might have some chickens, some hit ins. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple hens, couple chickens, couple cows, couple motherfucking, you dig, little eggs and all that. You dig. Get the motherfuckers on the market now. Let them prices be lower than everybody else's. Like, Biden came in and reversed everything to pay off all that money to corrupt country's government. Man, Biden, man, this is what I'm saying, bro. You shouldn't, the government shouldn't give a fuck about the money, bro. Who gives a, it's a game. This shit is all a game, bro. The money and the deficits, that shit is all capped. Nobody cares. They print money uncontrolled. You can print as much money as you want to, bro. It costs paper and all that shit. All they gotta do is print. They can literally end world hunger. They worried about going in debt. Fuck the debt. And we printing this shit up. Like, fuck the debt, man. These motherfuckers' lives worth more than the debt. I'd rather goddamn me go in the debt way more if it's gonna mean everybody gonna be equal and treated fair. They need to give reparations out to black people, or do something. They need to do something to make this shit to where somebody can help somebody. They treating this shit like, you know what I'm saying? Mike, that's awesome, President. I hope we're doing better and better investments. Biden is the president, but he needs senators to pass bills. I agree with that. Jennifer, what it do? Yeah, he making the people poor, sending the money to all the big companies, etc. They only agreed to raise minimum wage so they could justify the beginning of inflation, and now war going on, etc. Exactly. When I got it, my guy asked me to buy and split everything with him, but I had to fight out, hire lawyers, etc. I feel you, know, off the line forever, but this next few years is up. I bet he's everything, so he don't even want to. Alright. Say, I hate they gonna do all that. Do with all that money from the drug companies they sued over opiates. They're not the victims. What are they gonna do with the money that make clinics that investments? Yeah, they always playing about the money. They're gonna come up with any and everything reason for where the money gonna go. Money they got from pharmaceutical companies over the opioid stuff, but they like billions of dollars something settlement. I don't know. I know that the pharmaceutical companies probably the only companies, and the food companies. You know what I'm saying? I don't see, and some of the food shit probably got fucked up too, because you know, if they think it was exposed to COVID, some places got shut down. So yeah, some of the food places suffered too. But I watch other places open up, like people that was cooking in their house and shit, making good meals, and then selling plates and selling, you know what I'm saying, meals. Boy, that shit was busting in our city. I don't know if y'all had people doing it where y'all live, but I'm talking about one motherfucker had turkey legs, or some motherfucker had pasta. My niece had the pasta, the crab balls, man, and everything was selling out. Whoever made whatever, that shit was selling out. Motherfuckers calling, all you gotta do is put that shit on Facebook. Motherfuckers calling like, brrr, you deliver. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can jug, and it's like so much money used to be made in the streets. It was crazy. So the money they're gonna get from pushing Oxycontin and the taxes from weed, they stealing it all. So now the real chronic patients can't get medication that really works. They give you medication originally made for animals and for drug addicts. Some with medication I need for my TB. Yeah, that shit, man. They always giving that shit to the motherfuckers who selling it instead of the motherfuckers who want it or need it. So Biden been fighting like a dog to pass the bill back. Better plan. We would have had more stimulus money, child care, and new jobs. Bro, Biden ain't fighting like a dog to do nothing. I ain't seen it. What it's called? We're gonna look it up. Better Biden. Better. Build Back Better plan. Let's see. Build Back Better plan, man. This man finna be reading off all teleprompters, watch. Let's see what the Build Back Better plan says. The DEA is telling doctors what people need as far as medication in general. They limit what they can prescribe no matter the condition. Yeah, for sure. There's people they make them come back weekly instead of monthly. Motherfuckers ain't got the gas money to be going out there, you know what I'm saying, doing all that shit. And they busting their nose. Hold up, let me unmute it.
And as a result of the grit, determination, and really hard work of the American people. But even with all this progress, a lot of families are still feeling the pinch. Family budgets remain tight, and paychecks don't go as far as they need to. That has been the reality in millions of households all across America for too long. That's why I want to talk today about what we're going to do to try to ease the burden on families right now, and what we need to do to help them succeed over the longer term. First, for millions of families, the help is on the way right now thanks to the American Rescue Plan.
Hey, Country Wayne.
About 40 million families will receive their second monthly payment as part of our tax cut for families with children. $300 for each child under the age of 6.
What the fuck is that?
$50 for every child 6 through the age of 17. That's money for diapers, food, rent, school supplies, fees, and equipment for a child to join sports teams and dance classes. Most of all, as my dad used to say, it just gives a parent a little bit of breathing room. Money is a game changer. And so I will argue for some, it's literally a life saver. Economists also tell
So $300 per child gonna save a nigga life. Bro, you bit the bait on this shit. Bro, you bit the bait on this shit. $300 per child is a lifesaver. Hold up, bro. Let me make sure I'm hearing right.
Money is a game changer. As part of our tax cut for families with children, $300 for each child under the age of 6, and $250 for every child 6 through the age of 17. That's money for diapers, food, rent.
That's one pair of shoes.
Fees and equipment for a child to join sports teams and dance classes. Most of all, as my dad used to say, it just gives a parent a little bit of breathing room. Money is a game changer. And so I would argue for some, it's really a life saver. Economists also tell us that those kinds of tax cuts boost test scores, college attendance, and lifetime earnings for children. Win-win. And that's why I'm glad that early this morning, Congress took an important step to make sure that this tax cut for families with children does not expire next year. So let's keep this tax cut going and not raise taxes on middle-class families. The second point I'd like to make is we're talking about taking action that alleviates
Middle class, what about lower class, bro?
and keep prices higher than they should be. For example, we're tracking congestion at the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach. the largest ports in the United States where increased shipping traffic and the challenges of operating safely in a pandemic are creating disruptions. Those disruptions impact everything from how much our food costs to when deliveries arrive. So my administration is bringing together
That's what I'm trying to see, Jennifer.
shipping lines, labor unions, trucking companies.
If this is a one-time thing, he really ain't talking about nothing.
Ports operations. Right now, our experts believe the major independent forecasters agree as well that these bottlenecks and price spikes will reduce as our economy continues to heal.
You feel for this shit, CWMG.
Price report points in that direction. We will keep a careful eye.
What you mean? It's him talking out his mouth. How this ain't facts? This him talking out his own mouth. I'm listening to you.
I've directed my administration.
You want to come in here and get the flow? Shit, I'm listening to him.
Keeping prices higher than
Here, answer this question.
when big agricultural operations consolidate, they put a squeeze on small and family farms, making them pay more for seed, paying them less for what they produce, and raising prices on what you pay for your groceries at the grocery store. My executive order opens up competition in the agricultural business, gives more farmers a chance to compete, which will give Americans more food choices at lower cost. Fourthly, we're taking action to address gas prices as well. Today, gas prices are lower than they were.
Did he say something about gas prices?
But they're still high enough to create a pinch on working families. One key thing about the infrastructure bill that just passed the Senate is there are no gas tax increases. No gas.
That man said something about gas prices, bro. The nerve. This boy ain't got shit but a lot of nerve.
That's not enough. Recently, we've seen the price that oil companies pay for a barrel of oil begin to fall. The cost of gasoline at the pump for more American people hasn't fallen. That's not what you'd expect in a competitive market. I want to make sure
Which one?
that nothing stands in the way of oil price declines.
I don't want them.
Lower prices for consumers. So today, my director of the
But I ain't want to.
National Economic Council
Just I'm building the credit, using it to build credit up even more.
to use every available tool to monitor the U.S. gasoline market and address any illegal
Yeah. I'm trying to see what Biden talking about though. What is he talking about in here? Look at him. He reading off the thermometer. With a monitor. Let's see. We're gonna go full screen with his ass so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's see if I can zoom it in a little bit. They won't even let me zoom it in on his ass. Hell no, dog. They won't let me zoom it in on.
We're also made clear to OPEC.
Look at him reading off the teleprompter. This is, I told y'all, if you go back to the old ones, he wasn't turning his head like on the new ones. Now he just looking straight. Look at this shit. This man reading off a teleprompter, bro. He's a motherfucking puppet. I'm trying to tell you.
That's money for diapers, food, rent.
I ain't gonna lie to you, make it sound fly to you, bro. I'm gonna keep it a thou out, bro. I don't care what skin color you with, who you going with. That man, the same man that said, if you don't vote for him, then you ain't black. Who said some goofy shit like that? He just went out, he did the same thing Trump did with the prejudice people. He went after the prejudice people because he knew they was dumb and they easy to get under the wing. All he gotta do is say a bunch of prejudice shit and they gonna vote for him. Just like he went after the black people. Got the black vice president lady, or they don't even claim to be black. Her ain't black on her birth certificate. And goddamn me, you did. You end up goddamn me
So let's keep this tax cut
getting the black votes.
and not raise taxes on middle-class families. The second point I'd like to make is we're talking
I wish
action that alleviates some of the supply chain challenges.
I wish we could just go back in time and show y'all how it'd be.
For example,
If dude would have won.
we're tracking congestion.
It would have been a lot of slow slinging and flower bringing if Trump burger alarm started ringing.
The challenges of operating safely in a pandemic are creating disruptions.
It would have been a lot of slow singing if I would bring in the Trump burger alarm started ringing.
Deliveries arrive. So my administration is bringing together port operators,
Your administration ain't doing shit, bucko.
trucking companies, railroads, and others to speed up ports operations. Right now, our experts
Keep it a thunky bunky.
independent forecasters agree as well.
He lying, ain't he?
Bottlenecks and price spikes will reduce as our economy continues to heal. While today's consumer price report points in that direction, we will keep a careful eye
Keep it a
on
thunky bunky.
and trust the Fed to take appropriate action if and when it's needed. Third, I've directed my administration to crack down on what some major players are doing in the economy that are keeping prices higher than they need be. Take your grocery bill. When big agricultural operations consolidate, they put a squeeze on small and family farms, making them pay more for seed, paying them less for what they produce, and raising prices on what you pay for your groceries at the grocery store. My executive order opens up competition in the agricultural business.
I ain't lying to you, making it sound fly to you.
Which will give
You don't want to hear the truth, so I'ma lie to you, make it sound fly to you.
We're taking action to address gas prices as well. Today, gas prices are lower than they were.
Just like Jennifer, let me get to Jennifer. She be talking that shit. Gas, that dude going to hell with gasoline draws on. Gas is double, going up every day, and he don't give a damn how much we pay because he ain't paying shit. He get it for the free, and he buying it from Russia, saying fuck us. No, it's not better than what Trump did, bro. It's definitely not better than what Trump did, bro. Trump had the trap jumping. People, everybody had money. People was getting thousands of dollars with PUA. Motherfuckers' lives changed when Trump was in office and shit came up. The ghetto did. I don't know about everywhere else, but the ghetto got on. They did PPP loans, had money. Everybody had money. Some of them still got businesses and money from that shit. I wish I would have did the PPP loan now. Shit.
So today, my director of the National Economic Council.
Ain't nobody getting fucked off about it, shit. But the motherfuckers who went too ham trying to get millions and shit.
Monitor the U.S. gasoline market and address any illegal conduct that might be contributing to price increases.
Yeah, that mean.
Cost of barrel of oil is going down. We're also made clear to OPEC, the major oil exporting nations of the world, that the production cuts made during the pandemic should be reversed as the global economy recovers in order to lower
Man, the food high so damn high, it's crazy.
the child tax credit, stepping in to address the supply chain challenges.
Dreams of smells. Waking up with a political hangover. Can love survive an election? Beating burnout. Settling down without settling.
God damn it. I hate when I do that.
These are some of the immediate steps we're taking to put more money in your pocket and make that money go further. We also need to do more.
We was asking you, was it gonna be monthly or was it just gonna be a one-time thing? Monthly ain't shit. I don't know, bro. That's like putting a motherfucker on Section 8.
Pandemic and before I took office. But as we recover from this crisis, now is the moment to put in place the long-term plan to build back America better. A plan that will increase opportunities with better jobs and with higher wages. A plan that will lower the everyday costs that strain our budgets and our nation's families today and long into the future. It starts with making investments that we know will make the economy more productive and lead to more growth over the long run. Bringing down the cost.
$300 a month ain't shit, bro. That ain't gonna do nothing. Anybody who wishing they get $300 a month don't deserve it. That ain't shit. I mean, I ain't saying that shit for everybody. Some people can't work and they need it, but I'm saying they still gonna be looking at that money like it ain't shit. That ain't enough to pay half of their rent if they staying with a motherfucker.
For those who get their health insurance through the Affordable Care Act, the American Rescue Plan allowed us to cover more people at lower premiums, and lower premiums by average of 40%. In my Build Back Better plan, we want to build on that progress. Or prescription drugs. Right now, we pay the highest prescription drug cost prices of any developed nation in the world, the highest.
What are you worried about prescription drugs, bro?
Better plan is going to lower prescription drug
prescription drug costs. He reading up the shit.
Negotiate the price of the drug they purchase for the American people, saving Americans hundreds of billions of dollars.
Trying to toast.
On top of that, my plan.
Oh, right on, bro. I sure wasn't looking.
Vision benefits to Medicare. Right now, there are hundreds of thousands of Americans who need home and community-based care services. My plan expands home care for older Americans and people with disabilities, while improving jobs and the pay for the workers who care for them. My plan will also provide access to quality, affordable child care, with new and upgraded child care facilities all across the country. Middle-class families will pay no more than 7% of their income for highly qualified care for children up to the age of 5. The most hard-pressed working families will not pay a dime. Today, my Council of Economic Advisors and the Office of Management and Budget released a report showing clearly how my Build Back Better plan will lower out-of-pocket expenses for families. For example, a family with 2 parents who together earn $85,000 a year. They have an adult daughter who lives with them and attends a community college. They care for an elderly parent who needs arthritis medicine, which costs $5,500 out of pocket each year. An eye exam to get a new pair of glasses. Under our Build Back Better plan, our daughter will be eligible for 2 years of community college free. That will save them $2,400.
That's bullshit.
That's like a $2,400 tax credit. In addition, I should say tax cut, not just
You're gonna get him a discount on shit.
My plan would
So that's a
cap
$2,400 tax cut.
cost for their moms and dads' prescription drugs, saving that family another $2,400. And this new vision and a new vision benefit under Medicare would pay for that eye exam and new glasses and lenses, saving $450. All told, my plan would save that family making $85,000 a year $5,250. And the Build Back Better plan is going to save your family a lot as well. Now, there are there's been a lot of misleading talk, which is no surprise, I guess.
Say all out for you, not to show put your trust in Republicans. It ain't. I'm a Democrat. If you want to come down, I'm still with the Democrats. I'm just with whoever's better for the situation. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, I guess, then, because I'm not just with a person because they're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a Democrat or you're a Republican. What I care about is your outlook on life and the way you think and the way you plan on running this country. It's bigger to me than just being a Republican or a Democrat. It's a human being thing to me. I want to see what type of human you are. You feel me?
It will spur more people to work by helping ease the burdens of child care and senior care that parents, especially mothers, bear, keeping them out of the job market. And they'll spread out over the decade. They'll make a huge difference for families, but they'll only make up around 1% of our economy each year over the next decade. And they're going to be fully paid for. This isn't going to be anything like my predecessor, whose unpaid tax
Who was his predecessor?
and other spending added nearly $8 trillion during his 4 years.
Oh, you talking about Trump?
They didn't even purport to try to pay for their tax cuts, which went straight to the largest corporations and the wealthiest Americans. The investments I'm proposing will be fully paid for over the long term by having the largest corporations, including the 55 corporations that paid 0 federal tax last year, and and the super wealthy begin to pay their fair share. They'll still make a lot of money, but pay their
All the businesses making up for losing all that money during COVID.
Reduce the national debt, improve our
Just get rid of the old medication by suing them and stopping the administration and replace with new medication that's $500 every month. Not covered by insurance, which people tell that it's still.
way to reduce the cost for families.
The new medication doesn't even work at all. Right.
An economist across the board confirmed this. Moody's has said that, quote, worries that the plan will ignite, this is Moody's now, will ignite undesirably high inflation and overheating economy is overdone. Nobel Prize winning economist Joseph Stiglitz said my plan, and I quote, there is no conceivable way that will have any significant effect on inflation. Jason Furman of Harvard University has said, quote, I don't think the infrastructure bill or the reconciliation plan would materially impact inflation over the next decade. So, if your primary concern right now is the cost of living, you should support this plan, not oppose it. If you vote against this plan,
right.
Vote against lowering
Don't forget that like and subscribe. You already know. Subscribe to my dogs, man. Whole gang sense, body train.
So let me close with this.
Shot it, bang. Their whole body
we brought
hang.
this economy back from a cold start, and there is going to be some ups and downs. But I am committed to making sure that our historic economic recovery reaches everyone. This time reaches everyone.
To me, it ain't about just the prescription drug prices. It's about everything as a whole, bro.
For the years to come. So thank you. God bless you, and may God protect our troops.
It's like they trying to get. Look at all them questions. Look at all them questions. They litting his ass on the questions on his way out. That'd have been dope if he would have failed. That man walked out on 30,000 questions. You know that what that mean, bro. Nigga ain't trying to answer no questions. You ain't want to listen. You ain't want to ask no. You just want to get out there, see what you had to say, read what you had to read, and get on up out of there. Right. No sirree skis. Biden, you're scared of Putin. Putin all over you. Putin. Look at that. There go another one. Here go two more. They keep on hitting them with the whompty wiggle. 3 more. I mean, they didn't know we didn't. 3 more than since we didn't left. Oh shit, we can't listen to all 3. Matter of fact, fuck, what time is it? 3:52. I'm about to start it and come right back like we left something. You understand me? Let me see. Hit that like button on the way out on this one. We coming right back. Everybody pop right back in, man. Fuck that. We ain't